Welcome. Next stop, the Fashion Bunker. Please sit back, relax and enjoy your journey.
Hello? Hello, everybody. Peace, 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 peace. Peace, peace. Welcome to the Saturday Fashion Bunker Extravaganza. Hi. Hello, Zach, D. Higginbotham, Basic Bag Lady, MJ, Val, Vitor, Debbie, Lisa, Crowder, Mahones, Guadalathinos, Ellen, Ampersand, Jose Segura, Kev, Steph, Angie, Massimore. How's it going, y'all? Thumb up the live stream. Yes, because we got over 100 people watching. Ollie, Jesse, Jesse Greer, Jesse Johnson, Norma Trinidad, T-Pal, Josias, What Sylvia Did, Johnny, Picky Ricky. Oh, we're going for 200 people watching. 55 thumbs up. Y'all, let's do 100 thumbs up. I can't even with y'all. Kuro, how's it going? Basic Occasion, Monarch, Don Spatz. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. I am in my Blanche Devereaux attire, very Golden Girls living in a palace. Yes, Golden Palace was the follow-up to season 7 of the Golden Girls, was the Golden Palace. But after the Golden Palace, we got the Golden... what's bigger than a palace? Mansion? A Golden Castle. There you go. Golden Castle, right? Took me a minute. It's because, the castle's like, I forgot. Castle, mansion, potato. It's all the same. Gaming with Jay. Hi, Jacob. Finally made it to a stream. Hi, Gaming with Jay. Hey, Val. I love me some Blanche. Well, I'll never. Basic Bag Lady, grab the cheesecake. Empty nest, Ollie. Empty nest. Angie Bessemore says, loved that show. Best show ever. Jesse Johnson, Blanche Devereaux is a whole vibe. And as she would say, my body is like a temple. And Estelle Getty, Sophia Petrillo would answer, yeah, open to everyone day and night. Oh, so anyway, get your merch at superdacup.com. Hi, Shikma. Hi, Lucille and Louise. Snowy Skylar. How's it going, sweetie? Hello. XOXO Love Star. Hi, Jacob. You look beautiful. Oh, thank you so much, guys. Just want to remind you, we had a pre-show 3-hour live stream before this live stream, which was exclusive to Tier 2 YouTube members and Tier 2 patrons. So if you become a Tier 2 member and Tier 2 patron or you get access to every pre-show every Saturday, which happens before the main show, 2 to 3 hours long. This one was 3 hours, let me tell ya. Katie! Thank you.
Donated de $20. Love to the Bunker family.
Thank you so much, Papa Cherry. Yes, Quinn. And just wanted to let you know, so we did this whole makeup look in the pre-show. Like there was a whole get ready with me / tutorial moment. Then we spoke about very, very deep esoteric things as well. We went into ancient Egypt. That's all I'm going to say. And then we moved on to the underwater world. It was a very, very intense pre-show. So now we are in the main show. So if you never want to miss spending more time with me, consider becoming a member or a patron. Talking about memberships and patronages, we were 1 member away from the next emoji. Now, YouTube unlocks a new emoji every certain number of members that join YouTube. Listen to this. The more members you have. Oh, Eileen!
Eileen donated $10. Here we go. Can't wait for this evening.
Yes, Quinn! Pop that cherry bubbles, boubles, pop that cherry. Ouais. Mark B says, love the pre-show. Thank you. Thank you, Baba. I want to tell you that we have unlocked the new emoji. Aww. The new emoji has been unlocked because we were missing 1 member. And now we got the member. So, there it is. You found it already. We'll go, you guys. Yes! We'll go. That's the one. Yes, we got the we'll go emoji, and yes, you gotta spell it out twice if you want the double we'll go. But the cool thing is, like Vel did, you could do it 50 times. We'll go. And I was actually hinting at this the whole day today and a little bit yesterday, because on Instagram, you know how you can do on, by the way, follow me on Instagram, Super Deco Backup, all spelled together. But Also, Jacob CC on my Chanel Insta, fan account. But you know how you could, like, in your Insta stories, not Insta stories, like, what is it called? Like, you have a little thought bubble. Super stupid. But anyway, they do that thing where on Instagram you can write into your thought bubble a little thought. So since yesterday, my thought bubble says, we'll go. And that was an Easter egg to tell you that this was going to be the emoji. There you go. So, isn't that fun? Hey, Jesus. Yeah, we'll go. Yeah, YK. And exactly. Oh, I love how Ollie spelled it WGUO. Wuguo. Wuguo. Wiggle. We mow it. Yeah, wiggle. So Kev says, oh wow, I never noticed the hint. Lol, we dumb. So basically the idea is, so originally I was spelling the emoji. Is this an emoji? Yeah. The emoji was supposed to say we'll go in one box, but it was too tiny to read. So I thought, well, let's just spell out once we'll go. So then you guys get to spell it out as many times as you want. And then you make the link, you know, we'll go. And it's very, if you know, we'll go. I just kept saying, listen, it has become such an earworm. I cannot stop repeating, we'll go. The whole day, every day, all day.
HK$78
Thank you,
super chat
Rosanna.
from Rosanna Navarro. Gecko told me you are live verte now.
Yes, Quinn. Thank you, sweetie. Geckos told me you are live right now. So Rosanna and I have this running gag. Well, actually, it's Rosanna's running gag. I just follow along. Yeah, we'll go FOMO, Ollie. And so thank you, Rosanna. So basically, Rosanna told me in a comment underneath one of my videos, she's like, hey, Dega, you know, in one of my videos when I was like, you know, we'll go, saying something, you know, speaking the truth with 3 F's. And she said, oh, you know, in our, what did you say? In our tradition, we say, if the geckos are talking, truth is being told. So she heard geckos a gawking in the background while I was talking. Geckos be gawking while they could be talking. Truth be said. So, and then that's why Rosanna's like, geckos told me you're live right now, and geckos never lie. That's what Rosanna told me. Geckos never lie. So there you go. It sounds like a grocery chain. We'll go. Do your shopping at Wugo. We had to shorten it. So would is woo, and go is go. Would go. WOULD. Not WOOD. That's another type of wood. Oh, but would go. So we shortened it to Wugo, which is actually really cute because you know, IYK. Good morning, new emojis, love them. Hey, Karine, yes, new emojis, Wugo. Now I think we need another like 60 or 70 new members until we can unlock the next emoji. I napped a little bit. And the Egyptian goddess and other creatures were in my dream. Hates it. Oh no, Jesus, you got. We'll go. Okay, let's get to 100 likes. What gives? 200 people watching, 81 thumbs up. What would go? Let's get to 100. Because that's what we do. We push that like button, costs us nothing. And it does the channel a hell of a world of good. Amy.
Amy donated $20. Love your channel.
Thank you, sweetie. Bubbles. Papa Cherry. Bless be popping cherries today. Thank you guys. Very, very generous. Thank you guys so much. Much appreciated. If you wish to tip your host, you got your scan to tip Diego right there. Make it super easy. Or you go at the tip of just the tip of the chats. And there's a direct tipping link there as well. Y'all, we'll go, peeps, says Kev. Isn't that awesome? We got the little we'll go emoji. So cute. Love the pink with the white, not just because the Barbie movie's coming. Can we talk about the Barbie movie for a second? So first of all, I wanted the Barbie toys from the movie because Mattel is using the 80s Barbie font, which I adore. However, and then I thought to myself, oh, awesome. Let's get the Barbies. Let's post the link into the live stream. Everybody can click and buy through the link. YouTube, there's some issues. I can't put links in the live stream for some reason. I don't know why. I'm dealing with it. It's a long process. The YouTube chat doesn't really help, but we'll go. So the actual Barbie, they have Ken, Barbie. I mean, they look awful. Okay. But I just love the font on the box. Now, you know what I mean? But the thing is, of course, Mattel is charging double because they're the movie Barbies. So I'm thinking to myself, do I really want to get a movie Barbie? I mean, it is my birthday after all. It's my birthday month, for those of you who don't know. 30th of June. I'm a June baby. Same birthday day as Sailor Moon.
Oh my God.
I know, like, totally. But, like, you guys, like, I actually have a pin of, like, Sailor Moon, like, but, like, I can't really show it to you. Ah, ampersand!
Amperzan 83 donated de $10. Hello Jacob and happy Saturday from me and my stuffed animals.
Oh, hi, ampersand and stuffed animals. Buble, Papa Cherry. Thank you. God bless. Such a kind baba. Hey, Crybaby Zagi. Hey, Sodi Skylar. Happy birthday. Whoop, whoop. Vel says, period. 2 icons born on 30th of June. Totally. Now, I do have, wait, where is she? Oh my gosh. No, wait, hold on. I have several pins here. Okay, this is one of my favorites. I love Michael Myers. So I have my Michael Myers pin, which, of course, spooky. But hey, it is Halloween season after all. I mean, it's Halloween season all year round. But anyway, so Michael Myers, love that. And then I showed you this one a long time ago. This, who made this one? Darn, I forgot the name of the person who made these pins. This is adorable. It's a Care Bear. But it's a Michael Myers Care Bear with a knife. Yes, it's an 80s Care Bear, and on his belly is Michael Myers. And yes, the Care Bear has a bloody knife. Is this gorgeous? This is just the best pin ever. Ever. The Michael Myers Care Bear is just like, okay, we'll go. But then I had, where did Sailor Moon go? She was here some. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh my gosh, I forgot about Care Bears. Jessie, how can you forget about Care Bears, girl? Okay, so this is Sailor Moon. Can I show this on YouTube? Let's just say I'm gonna cover her a little bit. Like, I'm gonna cover the mid portion. This is my Sailor Moon pin.
Dork's at it!
She is gagged for the gods, darling. Anyway, so yeah. Yes. It's my Sailor Moon. She's all pinky and cute. Living her fantasy life in bondage. Love it. Live in ferret. So, Sailor Moon, if you remember. Oh, Slayler Moon. Oh my God, I misread that, Jesus. Slayler Moon, if you remember. Now, also slaying for you today. Let me show you another vintage find of the week. Yes, thumb up this live stream. Live stream. Thumb up the live stream. Oh, Nancy, thank you, Baba.
Non donated de $10.
Yay, boo. Yes, Buble. Thank you for popping a cherry, Buble. And thank you, Nanzi, for the tip. Okay, 1995. Yes, obsessed with that year. Hold on, let me just find the picture. I want to share with you the picture. Where did it go? Oh, okay. So, oh my God, like totally the best thing in the world. Like, okay, so this is the ad campaign from Dolce & Gabbana. You can also find it on their Instagram, blah, blah, blah. Falls under fair use because, you know. Anyway, Steven Meisel is the photographer. Linda Evangelista, Fall Winter 1995. Ad campaign by Dolce & Gabbana, my favorite collection that they've ever done. Right? Right. Except, so what did we hunt down from this look from the runway? We got the shoes! They're used. It's from 1995. But we got the shoe, y'all. We got the shoes. We got the shoes from the runway. Oh my gosh. We got the shoes. And I know, listen, okay. First of all, hi Hermes. We got box calf leather. It's in box calf. Kev, that's the shocking part. They fit. Now, they only made them up to a size 41 European. I'm bigger than a 41, but I could play Cinderfella. I can play Cinderfella's stepsisters, and I could squish my feet in here. It's a little bit tight, doesn't matter, but I was like, what are the chances that I would find the biggest size that they actually made in this gorgeous dark brown, almost black box calf? No, it is kind of a black brown, but what I want to talk to you about, sure, they've been worn and loved. We don't mind. I got them for $18. Yeah, $18 or 17. Such a steal. So listen, y'all. So, okay, what I want to talk about is the quality of these shoes because, what do you mean, Debbie? Why this called Cinderfella merch? Oh, Cinderfella merch. Cha. Crybaby Zaki says, what did I miss so far? I just got back from barbecue. And Bubbles answers, nothing much, Crybaby. Just another Chanel price increase. No, not another pricing. No. I can't believe Bubbles is evolving into a monster. I know, Jesse, right? Cha, that's a bargain. $18, but let me tell you, I'm fine with them being all busted. I'm going to take them to my cobbler. Let's see if he can fix them up a little bit, or she. Oh, actually, it's a lesbian couple. They're amazing. But anyway, we digress. This is besides the point. What I want to talk to you about is this. Shoe quality. Okay. Ladies, how many of you have a shoe like this with a little bit of a heel or even not a heel in your closet? Like a stewardess shoe. If you have it, bring it out now because we're going to have a little lesson. I'm going to teach you something about shoe quality. I'm going to give you a minute or two to go grab your little shoelets, and then we're going to do a little inspection together. Oh my God, so beautiful. The interior leather. You see, this is one of those giveaways that tells you that the Dolce & Gabbana shoe is from the 90s indeed. They keep changing their font, slightly logo, how they apply logos, names on logos and stuff like that. So in 1995, they used to do this textile, white background, black logo woven into the white background. And then they would sew it into the leather. It's really a lot of work to do. And in fact, they stopped doing this relatively soon. When they became bigger and wanted to maximize their profits, they started just printing the logo onto the leather. But this here is actually sewn into the leather. And you can see how this tag keeps going all the way up to there underneath the leather. Same applies down here. The tag goes up to here. So this is kind of that mid-90s Dolce & Gabbana font, textile, logo on textile, and then sewn into the leather, underneath the leather, like gorgeous. Okay. Jesse's going to the closet. Jesus is like, how many of you are in the closet? Okay, Jesse Johnson got the shoelets. Okay. Steph says, that is the mainstay of my shoe wardrobe, a block heel with a round toe. Yeah, It's amazing. This one's a little bit squished in the front. I don't care. I just love them so much. They're just so beautiful. They just are. I just love the fact that this décolleté is not very deep, but it's kind of closed up here. So you can see how it covers the foot, how Linda Evangelista's foot is covered here. Where is it? Up to there instead of being like cut open down there. Okay, you got them, guys? All right, now. This is back in the day when shoes were impeccable. First of all, even though they're like 30 years old, the leather still smells like leather. They've been worn and it doesn't smell like foot at all. It smells like gorgeous leather quality, first of all. Second of all, oh, my 30-year-old Ferragamos are, okay, MEZ, interesting. Your 30-year-old Ferragamos might have this as well. Okay. Oh, yeah, Kev says, I hate when the leather is glued. Rick Owens and Gucci glue there is terrible. They glue them, and as we've seen with Rick Owens, they just broken apart, the ones that I got, and I almost broke my hip. But, all right. Here goes. Leather shoes. Okay, we're talking leather shoes. Hold on. I got a little thing here. Okay, got it. Now, leather shoes... The side panel, as you can see, most of you are going to have this. It's one kind of flowing piece of leather. You know what I mean? There's no stitch here. There's no cut. Usually there's a stitch back there. And then you have the flow of leather. And you see it's all one piece of leather. It's all one piece of leather. And then it goes on this side. Here is where... many modern day shoes today, where they want to cheapen the production, you're going to have a stitch right there. You're going to have a cut somewhere here. There's going to be a cut. And the two pieces of leather are going to be sewn in here. How many of you have a shoe that has that cut right there? That is usually going to be an indication to you. Katie, yep, always a cut there. There's no cut here, baby. No cut here. So, that at a certain point in time, they all started doing these cuts here because it's cheaper for them to manufacture a shoe where they have one piece of leather going from here around, and then it ends here. And then the other piece of leather is from here to here. But it's much more difficult to get one piece of hide on which you're going to cut out the pattern of the entire shoe, and you have to scale it to size. You see, that's the big difference. You have to scale it to size for a 41, for a 40, 39, 39 and a half, 38. So if you want to make this one piece of leather like this shoe is, that means you're going to have to create a pattern, a cut out pattern for every size of the shoe. If you have a cut here, what does that imply? That for most of the other sizes, you're always going to use the same piece of leather, the same size of leather. The only thing that's going to vary is this piece of leather here. So you know, because it's cut from here to here. So this chunk, you're going to elongate or shorten accordingly to which size of shoe you're making. But from here all the way around to there, it's always going to be the same size. More or less. Definitely, you're going to copy the same size for more sizes, as opposed to doing it this way, where each shoe has one piece of leather cut out to fit its size. See? Jesse says, Deco Masato has a cut. Now, yes, Labouton has it, Shikma says. But you guys, also all depends from which year your shoes are. Also depends out of which material they're made out of, how difficult it is to make the shoe. So the most prestigious way you can work with leather and shoe is if you deliver to the client one flowing piece of leather. It's the hardest to make. You know what I mean? You have to work highly precisely in order to deliver just one cut. Bottom line, because the more cuts you implement into the shoe and the more you could trick it. You know what I mean? So the fact that this shoe actually only has one cut here and everything else here is one piece of leather, that's insane. Like, it's insane. I don't know what to tell you. It's just shocking. Now, second thing that I'm looking at here, which is also in freaking insane, they have stitched, there's a stitch going around the shoe here, right? They actually added an extra piece of leather for that. There's a tiny little tubular piping going on around the shoe, which is an added piece of leather. That piece of leather does not have the cut here. Look how clever they did this. I mean, I'm telling you, you guys, this is when shoemaking was still done properly. So you can see this stitch here. Now listen. This stitch, if it went all over the top of the shoe and then inwards, that would imply that you have a stitch right here where your heel, your foot heel is coming in and out of the shoe. And if there's a stitch right up here, that might irritate your foot. It might keep pressing or scratching into the foot. Right? Well, that's what they thought about back in the 90s. So what they did was they added this extra piece of piping to go around very, very minute. In fact, if we look as close as possible here, the stitch ends right here before the piping. And then the actual piping has no stitch there at all. There's absolute, look at this. It's completely clean and rounded off. There's no stitch going around and in, which means it's very comfortable for the foot. Now, modern day shoes that are quickly manufactured, they're just going to sew all of this together, and you're going to have that cut right there on top, and you're going to have the sewing going through. I don't see a cut on Valentino, Hermes, or Chanel looking now. This is so interesting. And I'm just telling you, in order to make a shoe without a cut here, without the cut going over there, that's extra work for the shoemaker. That also means that the person making the shoe is going to invest more time, more attention to detail to ultimately make a product that's more comfortable to you. And that also shows luxury. Because if they made an extra effort to cut out one piece of leather for the shape of the shoe, you know they took more time to do that. And to do this extra piping, to deliver a piece that doesn't have any stitch up here is... Who does that nowadays? Nobody. Nobody. Then, we're not done yet. Because, okay, so the interior of the shoe is just perfection. The inlay is in leather, lined and completely in leather. They have the inner sole in leather. And then they have that product number right here. Product number of the shoe and the size of the shoe, which is a 41. And then you have this, still to this day, they do this. You have that suede material back here to keep the heel in place, because the suede creates friction. So you don't just kind of slip and slide out of the shoe. So of course you should have that beautiful suede in the back of the shoe. And Jacob certainly knows what he's talking about. Thank you, Jan, Maryland fan, Levitan or Levitan. Leviathan would be awesome. I have to report there are shoes by Masato without a cut. Want to be fair. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I was hoping you would say that, because if even the haute couture Masato Chanel shoes don't have, this, then I would get worried. Joshua says, interior stamp reminds me of my common projects. Joshua, you mean this? This stamp? This is the stamp that every shoe in Italy has, because usually it's just a couple of manufacturers that make shoes and it's always the same. In fact, Chanel, doesn't this remind you of something? This is the exact same stamp that Chanel uses. Also, the exact same interior leather that Chanel uses for their slingbacks. Back in the day, I do believe they were using the same factory. So this is the system of how their product numbers were. This is just the same system as Chanel used back in the day in Italy. But the interior is just amazing. And listen, now let's go to the heel. Like I said, these shoes are 30 years old. They're all beat up, but I love them to bits anyway. How they solved the issue of the leather on the heel. Same style as the top of the shoe, which is one piece of leather. We have the same with the heel. So we have the cut right there. You see that there you have that cut. And then the leather begins on this side and it goes all around the shoe, all around, and it ends on the other side. Now, modern day shoes, luxury shoes, usually, they're going to give you they're just going to cut it here, the leather. In one of the better case scenarios, they're going to cut the leather here and they're going to glue it on this end and on this end, and there's going to be a cut. There's going to be a cut right here in between, but the leather is going to end here and the leather is going to end here. So the leather is going to end on this end and on this end, and they're just going to be glued. Worst case scenario, you're going to have one piece of leather beginning here, going around, and ending right here. So you're going to have one piece of leather going, you know, from this end to this end, and it will be cut here. This one would be cut here. And in the middle here, they're going to place one piece of leather just in the whole middle portion. So this would be one piece of leather. So you would end up with two pieces of leather, right? One going around and one here. And they would just glue it. And you would have this cut here and a cut there. And it would eventually start peeling with time. Okay. Now, best case scenario, and this is what Dolce & Gabbana did in 1995. Best case scenario is this. Like we said, we have one piece of leather beginning here, running all around the shoe, running around and ending there, but it doesn't end here. If you look closely, the leather continues inside the shoe. So literally like we have the situation when I say folded leather and glazed leather on bags. You know, when you put two pieces of leather together, you can just sew them together and then glaze the top that's cut, or you bend the leather inwards, you invert it, you sew it here, and then you flip the leather, and then you have this bent fold, the folded stitch, and then you stitch again here to flatten the leather, which I prefer. This is what they've done here. So there is a slit in the heel of the shoe, and the leather here is long. It doesn't just end there. It's longer and it goes into the heel. So what we have here between these two, this line in between, the leather keeps going. It's folded and then it goes inwards. So basically you can't just like take the leather here and peel it off like you would with the better case scenario modern day shoe, where the leather ends there and it's just glued. No, this one actually is folded and goes inwards. Hey, Cynthia Ocon, finally catching a live. Welcome, sweetie. So that's what I'm trying to show you here. Like I repeat, for those of you who are just tuning in, this shoe is 30 years old, okay? So don't judge all the wrinkles. People have loved, a person has loved and worn these shoes. So it's okay that they're showing wear and tear. But they're not showing wear and tear in those spots where the shoe, where back in the day they knew, okay, there's going to be a lot of tension on this shoe in these particular parts. Those are the parts where we have to implement extra work and extra time to make it perfect. Meaning, The heel of the wearer has to be comfortable and it's not supposed to hurt here. So no stitch. You keep bending your shoe. It has to, piece of leather. If it's one unique piece of leather, it's the most comfortable for the foot. So no cut here. The heel, we don't want to stress it too much and make the leather peel off so easily. So let's fold it inwards. So these are the points of the shoe that are most important for the wearer and also for the shoe to continue being, you know, to survive so many years. Isn't that amazing? There you go. Made to last. So that was our little vintage find of the week. Dolce & Gabbana Fall Winter 1995, as worn by none other than Linda Evangelista for Dolce & Gabbana Fall Winter 1995. Hope you've enjoyed this little momentum, as they say. Now, I've touched these shoes. Let me clean my hands with my baby wipes. Because, you know, we keeping it clean in the bunker. Someone else here said, masterclass, first day of this was amazing. Oh, Jessie Greer, thank you so much, sweetie. Very kind. Thank you, guys. Tip the host if you're having fun. And thumb up the live stream as I take a sippy of my Coke Zero, hashtag not sponsored. We'll go. 300 people watching. Come on. Let's get to 200 thumbs up, y'all. We're at 125. We can do better. Zoom better. So this was a cute little masterclass moment. Maybe I can post this as a separate video. I would have to extrapolate it from the live stream. I don't know, guys, if you are interested. I don't know. Would that get any views? Talking about shoes. Talking about leathers. Let me put them away. Hold on. But you see, because they were the price was great, and I really love my 1995 collection, I just thought to myself, for $18, even if I'm just going to have them as an example to show you guys and to be able to research them and study them, just to see, okay, this is quality. This is how box calf leather is done. This is how the heel is done. This is how the body of the shoes. These are so, you know, it's like going to class when you have your anatomy teacher or biology teacher and you always have that skeleton hanging in the classroom. And you know, you always have the organs there and you always have them as an example to take out, to observe, to analyze, to study stuff. That's kind of how I see fashion, especially when it comes to design that is so refined and so fine-tuned to perfection. That's luxury, you guys. Bottom line, we are thinking, or the brands have taught us now to believe that we are buying luxury when we are buying a logo. That wasn't always the case. There was a time when luxury was luxury because the quality was impeccable, not because there's a visible logo. In fact, the shoe I just showed you has no visible logos on the outside. Not one single logo is on that shoe on the outside. On the inside, on the sole, yes, there's a logo, but you're covering it with your foot. There is no visible logo on the outer part of the shoe. It's just the quality that speaks for itself. Paige says, I was watching this Angelina Jolie movie earlier called Life or something like it, and she was sporting a whole wardrobe worth of 90s Dolce & Gabbana. Thought of you. Oh, thank you. That's amazing, by the way. Angelina Jolie can rock a Dolce & Gabbana. Hey, Kimberly Kidman. Yes, teach us Mao. Oh, thanks, Kim. Tommaso Squarzoni, from make to last to made to break after a few months. Planned obsolescence. Like something is obsolete. Obsolescence from obsolete. Okay, gotcha. Trina says worth every penny. Yeah, $18, definitely. They occupy some space, but it was worth it because a shoe of this quality, rare to find nowadays. Really. 30 years old shoes that still looks like bought and worn last year. Good point, Rosanna. The geckos be geckoing. MJ says, wait, it was only 18. I hunted it down pre-loved for $18. Nobody wanted them. Literally, I got them because nobody wanted them. I immediately recognized them. I was like, oh my God, this is 1995. Then I have the photo of Linda wearing them. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then I see the logo inside the shoe. Oh, MS Heimzy.
MSJIMEZ donatait de $5. En joie et désolé son.
Papa Cherry. Yas Quinn. So, This was Al Pincre. Hi, so late, but yes, even if I can't fit vintage, if it's fashion history, gotta have it. Yeah, I can't say no. And I've also hunted down another little nifty piece from 1993. Maybe next live stream I'm going to show it to you. It's a very special one. I'm actually literally so giddy that I got it that I don't want to show it to anybody. I'm like, oh, my precious. So I'm actually hoarding and hiding one piece since over a month now. 9 more likes. Let's get to 150. We're at 141 likes. So, hey, Rachel K. So I'm hoarding it and I'm like, I'm so happy that I have it. I just want to enjoy it. I just want my eyes to enjoy it on their own for a couple of, like, I don't know, days more before I share it with the world. It's just so beautiful. Really historical piece, but even earlier, like I said, 1993. Oh, Kev, I have a Dolce Gabbana vintage corset. We'll go. Yeah, I do have it. Gisato. Of course it's a Gisato. I have it in my archives as well. Yeah, of course, you can't go without a Dolce Gabbana corset, right? Classic Gisato corset in wool. And Krabibuzagi's, like, any hints? It's a very famous print. Not going to say anything more. No, deeply airing. It's not Chanel. It's Dolce Gabbana, of course. I'm obsessed with them at the moment again. So Gwendolyn says, I love those 70s boots with wooden heels. Hashtag handy will be missed. Oh. Deeply, Emizi says, the awful thing about keeping old shoes when feet size change. I mean, I can still squish myself in the 41. Very Cinderella. Jessie Greer. Thank you so much, my love.
Jessie Greer donatait de $20. I have to go to bed but wishing everyone a fabulous Saturday night. Jacob, you are the best.
Thank you so much, sweetie. Buble. Papa Cherry Buble. Thank you so much, sweetie. Have a wonderful night. Thank you for tuning in. And yeah. So speaking of amazing quality shoes, let's jump into terrible quality shoes. Let's talk about Chanel, shall we? Current day Coco Chanel. Oh, Rachel, you're in Taiwan? Taiwan? It's morning. Oh, good morning. Good morning. Tommaso Squarzoni, no wonder why luxury brands are throwing themselves out of the market. People are less and less interested in logos and want the quality that they paid for. I completely agree with you. Another day, another broken Chanel. Oh, you best believe, Kev. All right, y'all. Let's film this little segmente. Let me just see. What is the name of the person? Because I have so many data that I'm storing in my head. I have to remember everything. So, hold it. What are we doing? What sweater. Oh, sweater. Wait, hold on. So, yeah. Hold on. Okay. So, all right. Jihoon. Okay. All right, Jihoon. Mr. IG, thank you for being argumentative, for standing your ground. You inspire me and empower me to fight through life. I've been following you a long time, blonde hair and Chanel 5. Oh, Mr. IG, thank you so much. Very kind. Mahona says, I admire your admiration for quality and detail in fashion, especially vintage, since I have the same obsession. Yes. I never strayed away from vintage. Sometimes on my channel, there was more interest from people wanting to see newer stuff. So that's why for several years we focused on that. Now I am kind of going down to my roots again. You seem to be enjoying it. I seem to be enjoying it. So I'm like, let's keep going. If you're into the vintage stuff, let's keep going, you know? Hey, Louis. Oh, Pincre. Thank you so much, sweetie.
$20 super chat from Pincre. For a vintage video.
Yes, Quinn! Bublé, Papa Chéri for Pincre. Merci. So, what was I talking about? Oh, right. So vintage. Like, I don't know. Like I posted my video, like rediscovering my Yves Saint Laurent vintage Rimbuteau bag in leather. I know you guys really loved it when I showed it in the live stream, and then I kind of posted it today as a standalone video. It's not doing very well. So I'm thinking maybe vintage is still not massively requested on my channel. So I'm very shyly, tentatively testing the grounds in my live streams, because then in the live streams we can leave the videos up, obviously, but then posting them as individual separate videos is a little bit more tricky if you do not show interest. But I am in YouTube jail right now, you guys. So what happened? Let me quickly tell you what happened. And this can happen to the best of us and to the worst of us. Now, so what happened was this past week, hey Zara Justina, this past week, my channel received a bot attack. So like bots started following my channel. Like in one day, I got 200 to 300 new subbies all of a sudden within like 3 hours. And I was like, oh boy, these are bots attacking my channel. And in fact, then my channel like grew 300 subbies overnight. And I was like, yeah, this ain't going to end well, because then you see, you can go and check the source from where your new subscribers are coming from. And it was a link to some SEO website that sells views and followers and stuff like that. And they're kind of like showing you what they can, they're offering you like a taste of what it's like, which is terrible, because then they want money from you. You know, first of all, you never asked. I never asked for it. I never asked for fake followers. Are you kidding me? Never done that in my life. And so what happened was 300 new subscribers. YouTube then sees the next day or 2 days later that this was a bot attack, and like that. So 2 or 3 days later, I lost 300 subscribers. Like those bots, the fake followers that attacked my channel, were then deleted. By doing so, YouTube sent my channel into minus 300 subscribers. When that happened, that triggered the algorithm. So the algorithm now thinks that I did something on my channel, like made a video that people didn't like. So 300 people unsubscribed in one day. So now I'm in YouTube jail, because now the algorithm punished me and I did nothing wrong. So they're not showing my videos like they did like last week, up until last week. So now every video I post is already kind of limited in terms of how much reach they're going to get. That's so annoying. Yeah, Caleb. So it happened to you too, I suppose, from what you're writing now. D. Higginbotham.
Botan donated $10. Always the best lives.
Papa Cherie. Yes, Papa Cherie. Papa Cherie. Thank you so much, sweetie. Thank you. It's so annoying, you guys. Okay, Zane says, I hate that. Sorry it happens to you. It's going to happen to you guys too, sooner or later, if it hasn't happened already. Like, it happens like to all of us, you know. So I'm just saying, from time to time this happens. And when that happens, unfortunately, YouTube punishes the content creator. It doesn't punish the illegal activities or the sketchy, shady activities that some company externally does to target random channels, to show them what they can do in terms of fake following. I mean, it's really appalling. So I'm very upset about this. Zara says, happened to me. I was so excited thinking I had a breakthrough, and it was just a letdown. Yeah, Zara, I'm telling you, it really happens to everybody sooner or later, and it repeats itself. It happens from time to time. And then you're just so happy. You think, oh my God, breakthrough, right? Oh, video went viral. And then you're like, oh, I see. It's another bot attack. So there you go. Yeah. Oh, Zane, it has happened to you guys, but not at that scale yet. The more you grow, the more it's going to happen. So just a heads up. It is what it is. There's no fighting it, really. It's really hard when one of these websites targets your channel. There's nothing you can do. What are you going to do? You can't make your channel private for a day just so that they don't see you. I mean, that's also damaging your algorithm. So just let it play out, and then YouTube is going to delete all the bot accounts. And when all the bot accounts are deleted, then you're going to lose a bunch of subscribers. And then for a week or two, you're going to be in YouTube jail because they're not going to promote your videos. And then it's all good again. Hey, Fuchsia Floyd, how's it going, my love? And they shouldn't punish you for something that isn't your fault. I completely agree with you, D, but the algorithm just does whatever it wants. You know how it is with the algorithm. It just does whatever it wants. So is there nothing the content creator can do? Absolutely nothing, Vitor. And I actually contacted the chat support for my channel. And they were like, yeah, like, there's nothing we can do about it. Like, you lost 300 subscribers. Tough titty. Thank you for becoming a patron, sweetie. You know, like, it's all gonna be okay in the future. I'm like, girl, like, can we do something to combat this? Oh, you know, you get random answers, like corporate answers. You know, we're working on it to get it, you know, to work better. Like, these issues have been going on for at least like 7 years. So, like, they're working on it, girl. Since 7 years, you know what I mean? Cynthia says, actually, there's a lot of people offering money for you, like a bunch of videos. Like, it's so weird and sketchy. Oh, for you to like, yeah, it's super sketchy. Gwendolyn says, there was an artist that talked about this where YouTube is doing this stuff and denying it. And also, unless you generate money for them, top creators, they suggest people pay to promote. Oh, yes. Of course, they suggest to pay to promote. The best for YouTube would be that you as a content creator spends your entire AdSense revenue, everything you earn from AdSense revenue on YouTube, you just give it back to Google to promote your channel. Sure, Google. Live in ferret. You know, Tom Ford the bot, right? Oh, Debbie has a theory. So anyway, let's talk about, oh my God, you're wearing the golden kidney. Yes, I'm wearing. Yeah, because we did a whole Egyptian themed pre-show. So I have like a lot of these Egyptian colors on my eyes, the scarab earring from Chanel Metieda. Well, the fly, also very typical. Well, this is Vivienne Westwood, but the fly, also very Egyptian, actually. And then the kidney. We mummified a pharaoh. So we took out the kidney, you know, and I kept the kidney as a momentum, as a memento. I paid to promote once and it backfired. Once I was not paying to promote, I got no traffic reviews. Oh boy. Yeah. Zara, it's so tricky. Be very careful there, y'all. Oh, Debbie, I hope you saved that backdrop. The Egyptian backdrop, saved. Saved. The backdrop is also AI generated, also one of a kind, yeah. There's also special backdrops for tier 2 members and patrons in the pre-show. We're in a green room and every week it's different. And there was a gorgeous Egyptian themed green room, underworld, going deep into the fashion bunker backdrop. You get to see it if you're a tier 2 member and patron. Oh, thanks, Zara. Backdrops have been amazing. Well, wait till you see the next. Oh, no, actually, are we going to have a backdrop? No, we're not. But anyway, so maybe we do. Maybe we do have a backdrop for the Chanel video. Well, Broken Chanel, listen, we were talking about gorgeous quality shoes. Now let's go to the bad quality shoes. Gorgeous vintage quality shoes, bad modern day quality shoes. Thumb up the live stream. Let's hit it.
Chanel!
Jihoon Kim. Okay, I have to remember the name. All right, let's record this. Wait, what's the name? Hi everybody, Jacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. Yet again, a Chanel drama story. Chanel is falling apart, y'all. So now, who is sharing with us their broken Chanel drama story of the week? At this point, we could almost start making these daily. So let's just say the broken Chanel of the day. I don't want to make a mistake here. We're going to be talking about TikToker Jihoon Kim. Broken Chanel coming right up, honey. You ordered 1, 2, 3. How many broken Chanels did you order, honey? Drive-through broken Chanel. I got you covered. I got you covered. You can pay at the drive-through. So subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Push the join button next to the subscription button. Become a member today. Get access to extra perks. You can also join me on Patreon. Super Jacob, all spelled together there as well for extra perks. Thank you to our members and patrons who have already pledged. This video is being filmed live. In front of a live virtual audience. I live stream several times a week and you're all welcome to join. Hi, chat. Listen, so Ji-hoon Kim is also, you know, one of those kind of, I think, last generation of influencers that are still kind of promoting that everything is dandy and fabulous lifestyle, you know, with over 1 million followers on Instagram. She's, I think, Korean, but lives in Germany, but she travels all over the world. Anyway, one of those, you know, oh my God, my life is amazing. Everything is fabulous. So the brands kind of flock to them. But this lady, unlike other ladies we've seen on YouTube, this one does not shy away from saying when something from Chanel breaks. And I found that very interesting. So let me show you a picture of Ji-hoon Kim. Let me move to the side so you get to see it. All right. So okay, so these are the shoes, ballerinas. Yes, Chanel, we are talking ballerinas today. So she got them in 2023. So as we're filming this video, 2023. And do you remember that other lady who also bought Chanel shoes? We made a video about her as she shot her video in Switzerland. She bought the shoes, I think, at Chanel Italy, and the heel just fell off of the shoe. And the interior of the heel was like really cheap plastic. Well, this lady bought the ballerinas. It has a little teeny tiny heel. You see it because ballerinas are flats. They're very popular at Chanel. The ballerina is very popular at Chanel. Usually not with logos all over it. The logos make it look very fake, but just FYI. But this lady explains very clearly, hey, sales associate, got it at Chanel. I was traveling. I think she was in the Netherlands when she got them. She had to catch her flight. Of course, she tells us in her 30-second TikTok that she is very important. Of course, she lets us know that she's important by telling us she has to catch a flight in 2 hours, so she's rushing back to Chanel to exchange the shoes. Of course, she had to tell it to us, but always with a smile and happy, happy, happy. Life is fabulous. I have to catch a flight in 2 hours, but first I'm going to drop by Chanel and show the sales associate what had happened to my broken shoe. Let me show you the next picture of the broken shoe. Same situation we've had with the terrible quality of shoes that the other lady in Switzerland showed us, right? You can check out that video. It's also up on my channel. Everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged and just my opinion. So this is just an opinion. However, the heel is off the shoe. Now, you can see it's a plastic thing. It's just attached by these little teeth. And I mean, I have an issue with toes. I don't like seeing toes. I'm taking one for the team. She has wonderful toes. I'm not complaining about her toe. I can't. Bare feet and me are not friends. It's like one of my phobias. But anyway, something. Okay. So there you go. So anywho, so she's, you know, rushing to bring these shoes back to Chanel, and the sales associate, of course, then she says in her TikTok, oh my God, the sales associate, yeah, was all saying, oh my God, this is such a shocker. This never happened before. How many times have you heard that from your Chanel sales associate once you brought back a flawed good that many other people have brought back, and they're going to always tell you, this has never happened before. Ooh. Well, Chanel, when are you going to stop saying that? Like, when is enough enough? Like, when are you going to actually acknowledge that there's an issue with your quality? So anyway, all right. Okay, I can't keep my hand up all the time. But anyway, it's the toes. I can't. So she says then, all's well that ends well. They basically, because she was flying away, for some reason she couldn't get a voucher, but she got the same shoe again in half a size bigger or one size bigger, because she said, oh, even in a bigger size, they fit. Now, the ballerinas are notorious for expanding. The more you wear them, the bigger they become. So at a certain point, you're just going to start like flip-flopping in them because they're going to expand unless you don't lose a heel again. So she said, I just exchanged them for a new pair. Here's hoping that the new pair doesn't break. Thank y'all. And the TikTok was over. Okay, let me just blend out the photo because I can't. Okay. Now, so I honestly, you guys, I don't know what to tell you at this point. I've had to make culture plates before from, okay. No, we're not talking. So, Gwendolyn says, I would have thought the screened leather would crack, just saying. Well, before the Chanel leather with the print on top had a chance to break, the plastic heel already broke. And this is something that I want to say is a situation that keeps kind of happening over and over and over again. One of the positive sides to TikTok, and there's not many, but there's one positive side, is that once the community becomes aware of something like this and they start sharing it over and over and over and over again, more and more people chime in, and it's kind of like an avalanche, like a ball, you know, it kind of rolls and gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And at a certain point, enough people have raised awareness about this, and then finally the brands react. And I repeat, we've had this instance before. It also happened thanks to TikTok when one TikToker talked about the Chanel Advent Calendar, the Chanel No. 5 Advent Calendar from now almost 2 years ago. Travesty of a thing, almost $900, including taxes, for a piece of biodegradable pulp paper and freebies stuffed inside the thing, with a couple of purchase items that add up to $250, not $900. And that video went viral. Only then did Chanel address the issue. But still, the apology was kind of lame because they said, well, we're sorry that you, the customer, could not understand the beauty of this piece. So we will not do it again. Like, that's an apology? Calling your customers stupid between the lines? Girl, we won't bone yesterday. We see what you did there. We see what you did there, Chanel. And this was Bruno Pavlovsky himself writing that statement. I made a video about that almost 2 years ago. Go check it out. And he said, you know, but this is a beautiful piece. And we're so sorry that people do not appreciate its beauty and uniqueness. Girl. Then, of course, they won an award. Now, then you got to see, like, who's at the board of members or at the jury, who assigns these awards. That's a whole other can of worms. But anyway, so the Advent Calendar won for like that year or next year, like best innovation and luxury for packaging or something like that. I made a video about that as well. And I was like, and now are they giving themselves awards? Allegedly, it's all a big family. Once you're inside that fashion luxury circle, it's all, you know, I scratch your back, you scratch mine. That's how it goes. And so the Advent Calendar won an award. We'll go. But as for their shoes, and lately more and more people have been coming to TikTok showing how the heel falls apart, how this falls off, that falls off. When is it going to end, Chanel? When will you address this issue? Please let us know. Thank you, Chanel. We're waiting. Until next time, never forget to never give up on love, subscribe, and thumb out this video. Let me know your comments down below. Bye. Yeah, can you believe? No. I bet they got a hold of Payless Factrez and produced the footwear Gorilla Glue and all. Cha. Could you believe? Thumb up the live stream, y'all. I want to share with you something gorgeous. Let's talk, okay? We're going to talk vintage now. And I actually want to film this as well. But first, let's see what's our stats with the thumbs up. I would love to see the thumbs up. We are at 173 likes. Great. So, we need 27 more thumbs up, and then we get to 200 likes. That would be fabuloso. Because, hey, Robert Palladino. Roberto is lolling. 176. Great. So now we need 24 more. Probably better made. Are Walmart shoes better than Chanel? I mean, I don't know. They're definitely, well, I don't know. At this point, who knows? Who knows? Like, who knows? Hey, Corey Emerson, seriously, I love my luxury as much as the next girl, but my ballet flats are coming from Target. MMM says, Jacob, did you catch the Barbie house interview that showcased Chanel bags? No. There's a Barbie house interview? with Chanel bags in it. Are they all pink? Oh my God. No, I cannot fall into temptation. Listen, honestly, at this point, the only big money I'll be spending is on a Birkin. Yeah. If I have to drop 10K on a bag, it's only going to be for Hermes from now on. As of now. Here, I said it. You got me on camera saying it. Let's see. For big money. You know, you know what I mean. Oh, Mr. Instagram, thank you for upgrading. Welcome to tier 2, sweetie. Pam McNeil says, I'm at work. Y'all pulling my first night shift in a year, but you're getting me through with this live stream. Oh, Pam, glad you're with us. Jen Horror. Oh my God, love the name. Hi from Boston, Jacob. I love your videos, although I can't get past you not loving Coach. Thank you, sweetie. Listen, Jen, who cares about Coach? Let's talk about your name. First of all, I love the orange hair. Is that you on the photo? Love the hair. Horror. Love horror movies. I don't know if you just tuned in now, but I was just showcasing some of my favorite pins. I got my Michael Myers pin here from the 2018 movie, Mask. And the Care Bear, 80s Care Bear with Michael Myers on the belly. It's the Michael Myers Care Bear with the bloody knife. Thank you. Yes, it's me. I do effects, makeup, and I have a degree in film. Jen, you're my girl. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yes. Now we is talking. Okay, effects, makeup, and I have degree. Okay, you know what? Next year, Pasadena, Monsterpalooza. Let's meet up, girl. Kev says, Birkin for less than 10K coming your way. We'll go, Kev. We'll go. We'll go. Slash a bear. Yeah, Gwen did. Yes, slash a bear. I freaking love effects makeup. Me too. Checks out. She has videos. Thanks, Debs. Debs is our fact checker. I love it, Debs. Thank you. You know what I mean? Debbie is like, that's my Debbie. Bim Black. Hey, Bim Black, how's it going? Here I was complaining that my Hogan sneakers fell apart when I wore them 5 times, and this happens to brand new Chanel. Yeah, and it ain't the first time either. Hey, Selena, how's it going, sweetie? Zayn Anderson, male fashion tends to be better made, which is not fair on women who value quality over useless quantity. It's not true that it's better made. I wore the Rick Owens shoes 6 times for men. I almost broke a hip. They literally tore on me. Leather. Glued leather. Can't even. Jen, thank you so much. Tier 1 member. Thank you, sweetie. So great. Now we only need like, what, 60 more for the next emoji? But now, Jen, you get to use all the emojis, including the brand new one we just launched today, which is the We'll Go. If you know, you know. And so let me check. How many new subbies, how many new members do we need for the next emoji, you guys? Because the more members you have, and the next level emoji is higher and higher and harder to reach. Ugh. We need, really? Oh, that's not that bad. 23. Okay, I thought it was going to be 60. 23 more members, and then we can unlock the next emoji. Hey, Jane. I knew you would love the new pink emoji. There's Jen. There's my horror girl. Let's get to 200 likes. Y'all, 300 people watching, 187 likes. Can we do... I'm really 13. We need 13 more likes, and then we're going to talk more vintage, y'all. I have a really good topic. We're going to actually film this one because it is about baglets. But Gwendid says, my Prada shoes peeled in 5 days, silver and red sneakers. Oh, those are also not the best, y'all. Prada, we've been having issues with Prada lately. Remember the video I just shot a couple of days ago about the lady on TikTok with the peeling Prada? Interesting, a lot of you said, oh, this is because of the hand sanitizing lotion. Y'all, that's not the hand sanitizing lotion. The hand sanitizing lotion shouldn't make a bag peel like it has fish bladder skin all over it. Y'all. Come on, let's be real here. Jen says, I love your Michael pin. I have a tattoo of him on my leg. Jen, Michael Myers is like my spirit animal. I have his masks all over surrounding me here. I know my viewers usually get freaked out if I show Chucky or Michael Myers, but he's everywhere. I'm not going to scare people, but Mikey is my boy. Mikey is my boy. And I'm not scared of him. I just think he's just amazing. The most beautiful freaking horror mask ever made. That thing is brilliantly genius. John Carpenter forever. Anyway, so Harmony Farina says, my 22 bag peeled in the same spot as yours. I got a credit and bought 2 wallet on chains. Now one of my wallet on chains is peeling. Chanel sent it out to be looked at. Thank you for all you do spreading the word. Harmony Farina, I'm so sorry you have to go through this. This is heartbreaking. Because I know it's so stressful for you, because like to have to deal with this. Now it's over a year that you're dealing with this. It's just, it should not happen for the amount of money you're giving them. Period. 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 Katie, fish bladder. Telling you. Main mom says, hi, Super Dick. I'm so glad to be seeing you. Like, hey, main mom, how's it going, sweetie? Welcome to the live stream. We're all discombobulated, and as you can see, but we're a lovely bunch. Like the Brady Bunch, but kind of less creepy. Are we though? I don't know. But anyway, Debbie says members get emojis. Yes, members get emojis, and you get that little perfume bottle next to your name that keeps filling up instead of shrinking. It gets fuller and fuller the more you are a member. Oh, Cherry, is Halloween my favorite horror movie? It is one of my favorite horror movies of all time, for sure, together with The Shining. I also love John Carpenter's The Fog, very much so. Chucky, Child's Play, adore it. Science fiction horror movie, Alien, Ridley Scott's 1979 version, adore. I'm in my Chucky PJs with a drink winding down watching the stream. Jen, here's a mad bald Chucky. Just for you to say hi. There you go. IYK, honey. IYK. And Jen, you can also check out my Totally Dacob YouTube channel, my pop culture YouTube. Wait, is this right or is this right? Like that? My Totally Dacob pop culture YouTube channel. Go subscribe there. I have reviewed every episode of the Chucky TV show, season 1 and season 2. And we're going to start using Totally Dacob YouTube channel again as soon as And Just Like That season 2 begins, but just letting you know. Ben Black says, Dacob, did you know ladies who bought fake Hermes bags from Moscow, Hermes boutique resold them as real, and those bags were authenticated by experts? Ben Black, darling, a year ago I made a video about that while I was in Melbourne. And it wasn't, so basically it was, you should check out that video on my channel. It's still online from a year ago, maybe 10 months ago. So basically there was this, one of the buyers for the Hermes boutique in Moscow. She was the one, she was working for Hermes. She was buying the bags for Hermes from the main Hermes mothership. Well, how Hermes works with their own supply chain. And then she would like order, you know, the Birkins, the Kellys for the boutique. And then as she was waiting for them to be delivered, she would order the exact same replicas of those bags from China. And then she would get those in, and super fakes, and then she would keep the real ones, but into the boutique she would send off the fake ones. And so the boutique didn't even know that they were selling fakes, allegedly, for quite a long time. And then people found out, and it's a huge tragedy. It's not about that. Oh, it's about something else? Oh, it's the continuation of that story. So then the ladies that got the fake bags are now selling them as real. And those bags were authenticated by experts. Okay, so this is the continuation of that story then. My apologies. So in that case, I want to say, you see, the super fakes are like, first of all, who's an expert? I'm sorry. I always tell you guys, never trust authentication websites. I would never trust them. I either trust myself, if I know that brand very well, or I would only trust the brand to authenticate something. If they offer that service, which these bigger brands do offer, in which case they always tell you, yeah, we can send the bag off to headquarters. If they deem the bag fake, they will destroy it. You won't be getting it back, however. In some countries, the laws are slightly different and you might get the bag back, but there's a lot of shame that goes with that when they like look at you like they blacklist you then. But I'm telling you, I don't trust authentication websites. No, absolutely don't. Zane says, Halloween is my ultimate scary movie. Had a crush on Michael. Does that say something about me? Zane, I also have a huge crush on Michael. And I have a whole actually idea for a Halloween movie with Michael Myers. Like, I have a whole idea how I would, like, my version of the movie and how I would do it. But another time about that, maybe on Totally Dacob. I don't want to scare all my people here. I've met one of the actors. I've met the 2018 Michael Myers at Monster Palooza. He's very tall and handsome. Yeah. He's in his 60s now. Silver Fox. Victor says, Dacob, have you seen the 2023 new Louis Vuitton Man metal bag? For spring, summer? No. But their fashion show is on the 24th, so I'm kind of looking forward to see that. Maybe I'll review it on my channel. I mean, Fashion Week has already began. There's already, like, you know, brands are already showing stuff, but I'm kind of bored. I just want to go vintage, y'all. Or, I don't know. What do you guys think? Anyway, let's do the... Antonella says, love the new emoji. We'll go. Remember to year 2, month 7. Forever. The Eye of Horus. Super Deco Eye of Horus. Thank you so much, Antonella. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you. And, oh, yes, Jen, thank you for following Totally Dacob. Yeah. Oh, my gosh, a lot of horror movie reviews there as well. I love horror so much. But I had to kind of separate the horror genre from my main channel because obviously people here come for other things as well. Your last Essentially Dacob influenced me straight into the Chanel Beauty Boutique to pick up a tree. Oh, Jane Davenport, which perfume did you get, sweetie? Do you want to share or is it a secret? Vintage is where it's at. I completely agree with you, Caleb. Really? Oh, Michael is going to Folsom Festival? Yes, Louis. Let's do the vintage video. Let me record it. This is a good one. Let me record it. Oh, that was fast. Okay. Today, we're going to talk about luxury bags and vintage, and in particular, discontinuation of pieces and bags we thought were iconic, and then all of a sudden, a brand discontinues them. I'm looking at you, Loewe, with a puzzle bag. Yes, we've heard the news. Actually, shout out to Jesse Style. Hello to my dear friend from Down Under, who spread the news like wildfire. So go subscribe to her channel. Love you, Jesse. Link down below. So Jesse made a video saying, hey, Loewe is going to discontinue their puzzle bag. Now, granted, there's been like kind of speculation. Which one of the puzzle bags? Is it the OG puzzle bag with the separate panels attached together? Or is it the newer puzzle bag that has one piece of leather but is then kind of stitched in a way to fold together? No, apparently it's going to be the OG version. The one that's harder to make, I presume, for them. So maybe the profits weren't the best there. Who knows? But that brought me to think. Because then I started reading on social media that people are saying, oh, well, now that the puzzle bag is discontinued, and I have the puzzle bag, not me, but people are saying, and I have the puzzle bag, well, now the price is going to skyrocket, right? If the news spreads like wildfire that the puzzle bag is being discontinued, and I have the puzzle bag, it's going to become rarer, hence the price is going to go up on the market. Yippee-yay, yippee-yay. Is that the case though? Let's analyze that together in this video. First, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Push the join button next to the subscription button. Become a member today and gain access to extra perks. You can also join me on Patreon, Super Dacob, all spelled together there as well for extra perks. This video has been filmed live in front of a live virtual audience, darling. I have my co-chatters here. Listen, guys, in the chats, this is where it's at. I've been thinking about this. And to be perfectly honest with you, I don't think that when a brand, and Loewe has been around for a long time, you guys. Loewe is a very, very, very old brand with a big heritage, believe it or not. When they bring out a bag, like the puzzle bag, and they keep it going for several years, and it kind of, the puzzle bag, I want to say now it's at the point where it is an iconic Loewe bag. I personally, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would consider it a heritage Loewe bag. For them to then come and say, oh, we're going to discontinue the OG version of it with the panels all sewn separately together. I'm like, why would you do that? Okay, so you might not be selling it as much as you used to 2-3 years ago, but this is your claim to fame. Like literally, you guys, Loewe bags are the puzzle bags. Like I wish them all the success in this world, and I wish them to have other iconic bags, but like, you think about Loewe, you think about the puzzle bag. Like that's the first bag that comes in mind when you tell me Loewe. I'm like, puzzle bag. Discontinuing that, I don't think is such a good idea in the OG form. Now, everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's just my opinion. Everything's alleged. Thumb up the video and subscribe if you haven't already and you're enjoying the content. I'm going to tell you now, I'm going to show an example of how brands deal with what could become a heritage piece, but then they discontinue it. For example, because I've been commenting on several social media accounts to people saying, oh, you know, the Loewe puzzle bag, I have it, and now that it's being discontinued, it's going to be worth a lot more. I think it's going to dumpster dive in price. You see, because we've seen this happen before in the past. When a bag does not reach iconic status to the point where the brand says, we're going to keep producing it even though it might not be selling as much anymore, you could pull that old shtick that Chanel pulls and just keep upping the price and sell your seasonal bags, but keep that iconic one bag, produce less of it, but keep it still in rotation just so that it's always there and present in the boutiques, and make your money off of something else out of prestige purposes, I would say. But we've seen this happen before, you guys, where a brand makes a bag, the bag is a huge success, it becomes in the beginning a huge it bag, trend bag, and then that kind of moves on to other shores and it becomes like, okay, well now it's mellowing down. And then the trend subsides and then the brand decides to discontinue the bag instead of just, I think the brand should stick with it another 4 or 5 years, keep producing it, and then the bag is going to transcend and become like a holy grail of the brand. That's my personal opinion, but you got to stick with it. It's all about persistency. Exhibit A. Y'all, I have here the original first edition of the John Galliano for Dior saddlebag. The infamous saddlebag. This is the original, by the way. Maria Grazia Chiuri, step aside, girl. Kim Jones, Mr. Peanut, step aside, Mr. Peanut. This is the OG, okay? And I still haven't forgiven Dior for just, you know, firing Galliano and then like snatching his ideas and kind of repurposing them later on. But we digress. This is the OG saddlebag from John Galliano. This particular specimen was made in 2002, purchased in 2003. So it is a vintage bag. It's over 20 years old. It's 21 years old. And it has its authenticity card inside and everything. It's like so cute. The whole thing is in pristine condition. I purchased this pre-loved. When did I purchase this pre-loved? Check out my channel. Go back in time. Back in 2017, I believe. Early 2017 is when I got this bag. Or late 2016. And I told you guys in that video, this was way before Maria Grazia Chiuri announced the relaunch of the saddlebag. Now, back in 2003, 2002, when this bag was like new, it was super expensive, very covetable. Dior sold a ton of these. They were made in a plethora of materials, from leather to fabric to tweeds to jacquards, all sorts of denim. Oh my gosh, to die for. Then, out of the blue, not selling very well. Well, then Galliano had to leave. The bag was just buried and forgotten. You know, just like the ring in The Lord of the Rings. It was forgotten for many, many eons. And in the fashion world, 1 year is already an eon. Now imagine this bag being forgotten for almost a decade. We'll go. So imagine that. And then imagine the prices on the secondhand market. When this bag was considered the Y2K period, like in the, you know, in the 2010s, 2015 period, nobody was into Y2K. The early 2000s were just not in. Everybody just was happy to forget it. because it was such an ugly period in fashion. Back then, it was considered an ugly period in fashion. And this is one of the exponents of the Y2K era, the Dior saddlebag. So what happened was, upon its discontinuation, the prices just plummeted on the secondhand market, plummeted to the point where in 2015, 26, I don't know when I got this, 2016 or 17, I got this bag for, I can't remember, $200, maybe less than $200, something like that. And I made a video, I revealed it on my video, I spoke about it to you guys, and I said, buy it now. The prices have never been better. Because I have a sneaky suspicion this thing is going to come back. I warned everybody. Did you listen to me? Some did, some didn't. Doesn't matter. Either way, the next year or the year after that, this bag was taken out of the catacombs of Dior archives, re-released, and the prices skyrocketed. And now the saddlebag, again, is kind of mellowing down. It's not anymore that, requested. They might discontinue it yet again. But the revival of the saddlebag was huge. You can forget about finding an OG John Galliano era in leather, for that matter, with the Cellier stitch. It's a saddlebag after all. That's why the Cellier stitch makes sense in contrast. To find that today for $200 vintage, forget about it. Forget about it. But wait another 5 to 6 years and that might be the case again. However, I do think that once a bag gets reissued, it maintains that level of icon. So that means that even 10 years from now, I do believe that the Galliano version of the saddlebag is still going to be super expensive if you try to find it secondhand. But there was a time when this was forgotten, just like the ring. Now, I believe that a similar fate is going to happen to the puzzle bag. We're going to pass through a phase that now that it's being discontinued, a lot of people are going to think, oh, now the prices are going to skyrocket. It's like with the stock market. A ton of people are going to try to sell their puzzle bags thinking, oh, let me make a profit out of this. And the market is going to overflood with them. And the prices are just going to go down. So I believe that if Loewe discontinues the bag for about 5 years, the price is just going to keep sinking. So you will be able to get a puzzle bag for dirt cheap at a certain point. This is just my opinion and speculation. Until they maybe decide to reissue it. Reissue. Where have we heard that name before? Yes, another humongous fashion brand has done it before. That would be Chanel with their 255 reissue. In fact, the 255 is the most iconic Chanel bag, created in 1955 by Coco Chanel and released in 1955. And then iterations of it came out in many different versions, and then it kind of all stopped in the 70s, 80s. From time to time, the Mademoiselle Turnlock was done in the 80s as well, but the official big re-edition of the 255 bag with slight alterations to the design of it happened in 2005, 50 years after its original release, which was in 1955. So in 2005, the reissue comes out, and it is the most expensive Chanel bag together with a timeless classic, double flap. They both cost the same. So now we're at a point where you see when a brand then revisits something, reissues it, it becomes this huge thing that is like now super expensive. Is the reissue as desirable as the timeless classic? It's not. Only because it doesn't have a double C logo though, because it's a much better bag than the timeless classic for so many different reasons. And you can check out the plethora of videos that I've made on that bag on my channel to see why the 255 is much better than the timeless classic. I do have both, but I prefer the 255 hands down, every day, all time. But it's an example of how a bag goes forgotten and then comes back and is given a new life. It was possible back in the day, before 2005, to find vintage 255 bags for dirt cheap. Why? Because they were not the main focus of Chanel at that time, in the 90s, 2000s, and it was just an obsolete design, very 50s. Then the prices skyrocketed when it came back to life in 2005. First, it didn't cost that much. It was around about $1,300 to $1,500. Now it's $10,000. Hi, Chanel, looking at you. But it's an example. And I'm telling you, when it comes to bags and vintage bags, and so I'm also showing you from my archives this gorgeous vintage saddle bag. Don't think that just because a design style is being discontinued that the prices are going to skyrocket. I don't think they will. I think the puzzle bag is going to go through a phase where it costs very little on the secondhand pre-loved market. And then it might live a renaissance, but it also might not, because if Loewe never brings it back again, then there won't be a renaissance. Only Loewe can bring the renaissance upon that bag, just like it happened for the saddle, just like it happened for the 255. And yes, Shop Queen in the chat says, and Prada, the nylon bag, the Prada nylon bag. Now, the 90s Prada nylon bag was very successful. Also, Y2K era, early Y2K era, very successful. Then it became forgotten. You could get the nylon bag for dirt cheap. But let's be very clear about this, you guys. The Prada nylon bag was a very easy bag to copy. Nylon. So, it was also really hard at a certain point on the pre-loved market to be certain. You can never be really fully certain. You can only go up to a certain percentage of certainty whether or not your pre-loved Prada nylon bag is authentic or not. So with certain styles, it becomes very dangerous and difficult. This is also a reason why certain vintage styles just don't sell for a lot of money, because it's really hard to authenticate them. It's really hard to prove their authenticity. And don't forget, the Prada nylon bag was so popular, it was overproduced. That means that it flooded the market. Everybody and their grandmothers had one. And so now it's like when you're looking at the pre-loved market, because it was so beloved back then, it was also very copied. How do you know if your nylon Prada bag is authentic or not if you're getting a vintage? This is a big issue. It's a big, big, big problem. Of course, you could just try to charge a ton of money for your pre-loved bag when you're selling it off, but chances are people might not want to buy it off of you for that money. And hence, you're going to have to lower your price. And then when the price is too low, people are going to think, this price is too low to be true, for this bag to be authentic. So you always have to kind of balance out. You got to be in that price range where it's still credible that it's authentic. Granted, it is authentic, but you don't want to overcharge, because then people are not going to want to buy. But if the market is oversaturated with that bag, you can't overcharge anyway. Even for normal price, you won't be able to sell it because there's too many of them. And if you undersell, it's going to look as if it's fake. So you're going to be stuck with your nylon Prada bag if you don't want it anymore. It's very, very risque. Kimberly says, I listened. I got mine for $300. This one? Good for you. Good for you. Good for you. And let me show you. It has this interior in suede. It's so delicious. And then it has the Dior logo all over on the inside. When you flip it, it has its little code on the other side right here. Come on, girl. Right there, but we're not going to show that code. And then in the zipper pull pocket, look at this little cutie. I'm not going to show you because it actually shows where it was bought and everything. I'm going to cover up the name of the boutique. But look at that. It has its date of purchase, you guys. Oh my God, it's its 20th birthday coming up in July, 12th of July, 2023. And here is the authenticity number down there. So we're going to cover that up. This is how they looked like back then. And it comes with its own booklet, maintenance guide in several languages. General recommendations: avoid overloading. It's a tiny bag. Protect your product from humidity, rain, and all sources of heat, sun, and heating. Avoid contact with alcohol, perfumes, solutions, and greases, for example, foundation and makeup. Store the product in its Christian Dior cover bag. Keep away from light, humidity, and heat. Do not use self-applying water repellents. Interesting. Do not use self-applying water repellents or any other product. Avoid under and any circumstances contact with rough or abrasive materials. This is general recommendations. And for leather, they say avoid prolonged contact with other leather in order to avoid potential color migration. Avoid exposing the item directly to the sun, particularly for lighter colors. To clean your bag, wipe it with a soft, non-abrasive and clean cloth or neutral color. Extra care should be taken with the white and light colored handbags. Exotic leathers, pony and furs, fragile products. In case of contact with water, dry it carefully with a soft cloth. Fabrics, light colors need careful handling. Avoid contact with chlorine. Dry cleaning not recommended. Not recommended. And additional maintenance, the jewelry accessories of your bag do not need special care. A soft cloth suffices to eliminate fingerprints. Avoid abrupt contact with other surfaces. In general, if you have questions about the care and cleaning of your bag, do not hesitate to contact a Christian Dior boutique. Why, thank you, Christian Dior, darling. Sweetie, darling. Sweetie, sweetie, darling. Ah, don't you just love it when they have these little tiny giblets that come with all of them, you know? Pre-loved bag that comes with all of its... So the person that sold this bag literally didn't wear it. It was spick and span brand new when I got it. Thank you so much to the person who didn't, you know, I mean, want to wear it that much. But I was pleasantly surprised that the authenticity card was still in it. Anyway, you guys, let me know your thoughts about this topic in the comment section down below, because honestly, this is very interesting. You know, like, for example, I've been thinking about what's the next bag? The Chanel boy bag. It's way overdue for a discontinuation, and yet they keep that bag alive. It's hanging by a thin thread, but it's like Virginie does not want to discontinue that one. And I'm like, girl, really? Really? But she doesn't want to discontinue it. I don't know, for some reason they think that, you know, that bag is going to save Chanel. The boy bag. Seriously. Apparently so. So anyway, that was my little vintage moment of the week connected to discontinuations. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thumb it up if you've liked it, and subscribe. Bye. Mwah. The only issue I have with this bag is, like, whenever you open it, this D, so the saddle part kind of bumps into this. Oh, you always have to be careful that you don't scratch the saddle. So you always have to do this stupid thing with it. You have to do this. Then you do the Velcro, because you know the OG has Velcro. And then, yeah, and then you see, because look what happens. When you pull this, this bumps into the D. So you have to, you see what I mean? It's like quite risque. It's risque. Risque, darling. It's risque. Okay, anyway. So we got set. That was a nice little topic. Thumb up the live stream if you haven't already. Will ya, guys? I hope you're enjoying this lovely excursion into our weekend together in the Fashion Bunker as we jump into the next topic. We got 200 likes. Ciao. You see what I mean? You don't like the vintage conversation. We lost 100 viewers just because we were talking vintage. So we're definitely going to have to cut down on the vintage conversation. You want more drama. You want stuff break. Look, we lost even more now. We're down to 180. Coffee? Yeah, I got coffee. Let's get to 250 likes. I got my little bats here. So yeah, it's, oh my gosh, it dipped so crazily after the topic. We lost so many viewers. I don't know what it is. Is it like, did you not like the topic, you guys? Oh wait, now we went up again. Now we're at 300 almost. What is going? Yeah, what's going on here? We went down to 270, now we're at 250. All right. Well, let me know, because we can change topics. I see how it fluctuates. If you don't want to do, you don't want to. If you zone zoo. Hey, Sai, how's it going? Drama, I'm here. There you go. Frozen Luxury wants the drama. Oh, you was living ferret? Thanks, Caleb. Mark B says, me too. I just want vintage. This is Corey. Hey, Jack. How's it going? Jack's Bag Attack. I just made in. Hey, sweetie. Welcome. Jacob, your bats. Yes, Jen. Isn't this adorable? My little coffee mug. Little coffee mug. Oh, now we're at 300. Now we're 330 people watching. Okay, a bunch of people just tuned in. Money Mind Manifest, a Chanel vintage is bae. Oh yes, money, darling. It totally is. And now we're 277. Now we lost 50. Something is wrong here. Something is wrong with YouTube. Oh, hey, JJ. Give me the hot goth. Honey, the pee is in the bottle. Lisa Crowder says, I enjoy your topics. Shop Queen says, thank you, Lisa. Mark V says, I love the Fashion Bunker archive pieces. Thank you, darling. I've been buying vintage Fendi and watches. Huh. Maybe bots again. We need 20 more likes to get to 250, y'all. I think the vintage will be growers, not showers. All right, Debs. From your mouth to, the vintage years. Ha! That bottle. Yeah, that bottle, sweetie. Let me retouch my makeup as we prep for the next topic, darling. Because when there is one broken Chanel, at this point, there's not one without two. They're like, so, you think we're going to end with one broken Chanel video? No, I don't think so. If there's one, there's two. Because one always follows the other. It's like one kicks the bucket and then two come to its funeral. So they expand more and more as time flies. But Zane says, never chase the views. They will follow you because of your amazing passion. Oh my God, Zane. Thank you. Very kind. Thank you so much. Norma says, disfruto mucho de lo que tú hables, Jacob. Norma, Trinidad, muchas gracias. Porque para mí, saber que gente me mira, gente que habla todos los idiomas del mundo, es algo muy importante para mí. Está... no solo vecino a mi corazón, pero está dentro de mi corazón. ¿Vale? Vale. iStorm says, I want to see Jacob visit the Chanel VIP store. Could you imagine me in the VIP store? I'll be like, That would be my visit to the store, and then they would kick me out. There's a microscope. Yes, Marcus Anderson. Thank you so much. I totally forgot about this. So there's a microscopic Louis Vuitton bag up for auction. It's not actually, okay, because they're not collaborating with Louis Vuitton. But Mischief, y'all, Mischief, they're the ones that made the Astro Boy boots, the Astro Boy, the rubbery red ones that everybody squishes in and sweats in and stinks them up. Disgusting. Anyway, they made the Astro Mech or Astro Boy boots. This was like totally viral sensation. Ugly AF. Everybody had to have them. Not me. And you ain't gonna see those in my archives. But anyway, now Mischief's next thing is the microscopic Louis Vuitton bag. It looks like a teeny tiny fluorescent bacteria alien. It's microscopic. It can literally pass through the head of a needle. But if you zoom it under the microscope, it has the Louis Vuitton logo and it's a functional bag. And that bag is kind of a commentary on how crazy Mischief thinks that micro bags are becoming. Now, honestly, I think Mischief is a little bit late to the game because the micro bags have been a trend like 2 years ago already. So like they're a little bit late, like what gives girl. Cute idea. They're like, look, it's a microscopic bag. Nothing fits in it except bacteria, the coronavirus. He's like, here, carry your own COVID in this Louis Vuitton COVID bag. But so it's a microscopic miniature thing. And they have a photo of it under the microscope, so you see the LV logo. It's kind of like a translucent green color, and it's kind of going viral. Yes, so I've seen it. Yes, exactly. I was thinking about Latrice Royale, Zane. Get those nuts out of my face. No, wait, she did it on this side. Get those nuts out of my face. Oh, Deep Layering says, I love those boots. But if you wear those boots and you don't cut them in the back, you're going to do the... They're going to like fart the whole time when you're walking and you can't get them off. They create a vacuum. It's like a whole mess. That's awesome. I wish I had some people around me with the same interests, LOL. Right? I would love to see Candies return. Footwear only. Coty. ICE perfume comeback and bigger. Okay, we're talking something else now. candies. Mugler did with, okay, we're talking Mugler purse. Oh, the Mugler, the new purse is ridiculous. The new Mugler purse, just saying. Although I did want it in denim, but then I saw it and it's just too, it's like Mugler copied the saddlebag and made it its own version of the saddlebag, and I'm like, what gives? So anyway, the farting boots. Yes, exactly. They look so silly, right, Jen? I know. They really do. Oh no. Oh no. Who triggered Bubbles in the chats? You know when she starts burping, she doesn't stop. Oh boy, here we go. Okay, now she's just gonna start burping, y'all, or farting. Maybe I triggered her. Oh boy. Well, let Bubbles just get it out of her system before we move on, because I don't want to... Because if I start now the new topic, she's going to keep farting. She's in her teenage years. This is rebellious phase. And I'm telling you, because she gets triggered, and I never know really what word triggers her. But we'll go. I guess because I did the sound. I guess I triggered her. I don't know. But she's going to go on now. Bubbles. I'm going to bring in Baby Yoda. Okay, I'm bringing in Baby Yoda. Because you ain't going to do this on your own. I got cha for you. You can outdo Bubbles. And you better, Baby Yoda, Zubetta, because we're gonna call you Burpy Yoda. No, it's not gonna be Baby Yoda no more. It's gonna be Burpy Yoda. Okay, can you say cha? Can you say cha? Say, okay. Can you say cha? That's right. You said cha. So yes, Baby Yoda also says cha. Okay, so Cynthia is confused on who is Bubbles. I need context. Okay, so Cynthia, oh, there you go. You see, it's called Streamlabs. That's Bubbles, Cynthia. Actually, Bubbles just answered to you. Cynthia, you wrote, who's Bubbles? I need context. And then Bubbles answered, what's up, Cynthia? That's Bubbles. So Bubbles is AI, artificial intelligence. It's a bot that is part of the Fashion Bunker, also functions as a mod of the Fashion Bunker. And Bubbles can block people, but also Bubbles kind of has its own intelligence and keeps developing from year to year or month to month. And it develops weird things. It's like a Tamagotchi. There's a bug. The window is open. This thing just flew into me. Where did it go? I'm turning into an animal myself. What can I tell you? I'm like a cat, like a dog. Like, where's the bug? Where's the bug? Anyway, so she evolves, and then there's like weird things like a Tamagotchi. If you don't take care of the Tamagotchi properly, it develops into a monster. One of my Tamagotchis did turn into a 3-legged creature. It was not a pretty sight. It's because I found a way to hack it, and I was always changing the clock on my Tamagotchi, so I always kept it sleeping, so I didn't have to take care of it. Bad decision, because at a certain point, one time I forgot to turn the clock for it. It woke up, and it realized that several months have passed, and it mutated into this monstrosity. So anyway, I loved it despite the fact that it had only 3 legs instead of 4. But yeah, it kicked the bucket pretty soon after that, and well, we'll go. So that's kind of what's happening to Bubbles. Not that I'm not taking care of Bubbles, but like she's kind of rebellious at the moment, farting, burp. Oh no, I said it again.
Your mother.
You know what? We're just gonna glide right over Judge Judy, and so anyway. Come on, Baby Yoda. Say cha. Say cha one more time. One more time. Zubetta. Zubetta. Well done, Baby Yoda. Thumb up the live stream. We got one more funny shenanigan from Chanel to share with y'all. Chanel! I know, Bubbles. I know. I'm just looking for the stuff. Where's my stash? Y'all? Mustache, y'all. I don't know, y'all. Anyway, if that, I swear, if that little bug, where is it? Where'd it go? If that thing starts flying in the middle of my video, I'm going to get a nervous breakdown. And it ends up with us all taking our bras off and relaxing. Oh, classic. Free the nipple, babes. Oh my goodness. Chanel. Yes. Bubbles is out of control. When was Bubbles ever in control? I mean, she blocked me the other night. Remember? She put me in timeout. Bubbles timed me out. I mean, I just, no words. Okay. So anyway, I just have to check. Oh my God. You want some shade? I'm going to throw some shade now. But we're going to zoom better. We're not going to mention any names. We're not going to mention any names. Bush. In my best Irish accent, Bush. Read between the lines. Read between the lines. Gwendid, Bubbles is named after the absolutely fabulous Bubbles. That's why I named her Bubbles. She is Edina's PA. That's why we named her Bubbles. Oh, Jen, how many languages do I speak? Around 7, I want to say. Sometimes I lose myself in the numbers as well. I don't even know anymore, honestly. It's just like Coco Chanel would say, sometimes I lose myself in the labyrinth of my own myth. It's just, seriously, it's a thing. So where were we? Samantha Lula. It's not a Louis Vuitton. You guys, it's not one of my Louis Vuitton bags. It's an actual TikToker. Samantha Lula. Not a Louis Vuitton bag from the Fashion Bunker, because you know I name all my Louis Vuitton bags in some Southern Belle names, but this. So Samantha Lula, not to be confused with my Louis Vuitton bags. Anyway, she's a TikToker. All right, let's do this video. Chanel, Chanel, Chanel. What are you doing again? Okay, let's start this over. I said Durl instead of girl. Cha. Okay, let me focus.
Oy, oy, oy.
Chanel, Chanel, Chanel. What are you doing, girl? Yet again, a customer is not satisfied and has to blast your lack of quality and customer service on TikTok. Yes, yet again, a TikToker strikes against Chanel and blasts them over TikTok. What happened this time around, you might say? Well, there's a quality control issue. There is a service in boutique issue. But even more interesting this time around, it doesn't stop there, you guys. There's a third element to this story, and that would be the retaliation of certain people after they have seen this TikToker's video. Oh, there is some juicy shade coming right up as per your order or as the doctor prescribed. But first, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Push the join button next to the subscription button. Become a member today. You can access to extra perks. You can also join me on Patreon. Super Dakeable spelled together there as well for extra perks. Thank you to all my members and patrons who have already pledged. This video is being filmed live in front of a live virtual audience. I live stream several times a week. You're all invited to join the live chats. Hello, chat. Listen where it's at. The lovely TikToker lady, and I shall post a link to her TikTok down below. Go follow her on TikTok. She looks fabulous, by the way. Girl, you look fabulous. Now, I don't want to butcher the name. Samantha Lula. Samantha Lula is not one of my Louis Vuitton bag names because, you know, name all my Louis Vuitton bags with these Southern Belle names. Luella, Annabeth, Tabitha, Tallulah. If you know, you know. So anyway, Samantha Lula is a TikToker, and she purchased in Chicago Chanel glasses, eyewear, 2 pair actually, at the Chicago boutique. If you know RuPaul's Drag Race, you know why I'm saying it like this. IYKYK. And everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged and just my opiniones, okay? Okay. So she buys 2 glasses. She wanted to buy a pair for her mom. And she said, you know, either for Mother's Day or for her mom's birthday. Either way, she's like, it's a gift, you know. She talks to the sales associate. Actually, let me cue in Samantha. Samantha, darling. Come, Samantha. Come, sweetie, darling. Lovely lady. Now, I love how Samantha is wearing Versace sunglasses while she's throwing shade at Chanel. Way to go. Except Versace and Chanel are both made by Luxottica. Same factory made both of them. But anyway, so she got these, this is actually ophthalmic glasses. These are ophthalmic glasses, meaning reading glasses. That's why the Chanel logo is on the glass here. So you're supposed to take that glass out and put your prescription lenses inside. So these are sold as ophthalmic glasses, which are usually a little bit sturdier than the regular sunglasses, but we digress. She buys this pair and another pair. She doesn't really show the other pair. She buys 2 pairs of Chanel sunglasses at the Chanel boutique, leaves. She says before she leaves, before she purchases them, she asks the sales associate, as per what she says allegedly in her TikTok video, and says, I'm buying these for my mom. If my mom doesn't like them, can I return them? Sure, allegedly answers the sales associate. You know, there's a return date, deadline, timeline in which you can return them for a voucher, exchange them for something else. You can. No worries, darling. No worries, darling. So now she says she takes the sunnies or the glasses, brings them to her mom. Her mom sees them, says, oh, goodness gracious. No, honey. No. Don't make your mama wear these abominations, darling. Don't do it. And so she's like, okay, girl. So she brings them back to Chanel. Coco Canel, as Beyonce would say. She brings them back to Canel, and Canel is like, hold it, honey. What are you trying to do here? She's like, mom or aunt. I don't know if it was her aunt or her mom. Irrelevant at this point. Somebody from her family. She brings them back, and Chanel says, hold it. You cannot bring these glasses back, honey, boo-boo. She's like, what do you mean I can't bring them back? Like, here's the receipt, here's the original box, here's the original packaging, everything's original. She shows in her video, she has everything, the whole shebang, the bag, the box, everything. They're like, no. Because these glasses have a teeny tiny, itsy bitsy, yellow polka dot bikini scratch in the back. She's like, you sold them to me like this. This was the last pair left on the sales floor. You sold me the sales floor piece. I asked your sales associate, can I bring them back if my mom or aunt doesn't like them? You said yes to me. Now you're denying me to return them. These are the ones you sold me. They were sold to me with this scratch. So now you don't want to take them back. They're like, no, we don't want to take them back. No. She's like, what gives? We'll go. So then she goes out, comes back again. She's trying to pull the old switcheroo, like, oh my God. She comes back again, talks to another sales associate. The other sales associate's like, I remember y'all. They got to scratch. I'm not taking them back. She's like, this is an atrocity. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? So she blasts Chanel on social media and says, terrible customer service. Don't ever shop from them. And I mean, honestly, like, Chanel, take back the glasses. Scratch. First of all, come on, girl. First of all, if they have a scratch on the lens here, these lenses are supposed to be taken out anyway because these are reading glasses. You're supposed to take these lenses out and put in your own reading lenses. That's why they got this logo here. That it's not a sticker. You can't peel off this logo, you guys. This logo is there to tell you can't use these as sunglasses or whatever. These are not healthy lenses for your eyes. They're just there to keep the glasses in shape until you exchange them with your own prescription lenses. Duh. So she blasts him on social media, justly so, in my humble opinion. Way to go, Samantha. Way to go. Good for you. However, and here's that third point. Sorry, touch the mic. Here's that third point that I was mentioning at the beginning of my video. Samantha gets major backlash on TikTok. And this is the reason why I do not like TikTok, because them biatches be fierce in the worst way possible. When they come for you, they come for you, sometimes for the worst reasons possible. So they come for Samantha. Like, are you out of your mind? Okay. Not only in the comment section coming for her, but also making response videos to Samantha. And I've seen one of these response videos. It is vile. Vile. So the person in this response video basically says this. How dare you? I'm paraphrasing here, you guys, but the gist of that response video was, how dare you complain about Chanel's service? What do you expect? You only bought a pair of sunglasses, which is the cheapest thing they have in the store. They're used to clients spending $50,000, $100,000. They got better stuff to do than to deal with you and your $500 to $600 glasses. Like, what do you expect? Like, somebody, some cretin had the audacity to make a video claiming that how dare you complain to Chanel because you didn't spend enough to warrant complaining to Chanel. Okay. That person is coincidentally that made this video an Australian. And guys, can you tell me, like, what's up with this elitism in Australia? I mean, this is like not the first content creator we've seen that does this elitism crap on TikTok and on YouTube. Like, you guys, you tell me. I don't know what's up with Australia, but something is going on down there, because this TikToker is Australian and very elitist. And so, first of all, Mr. Elitist from Australia, TikToker, a warranty is a warranty. I don't know how many brain cells you got left, because we might be sitting here 30 hours, me trying to explain to you how it works. But let me try. So when you purchase something at Chanel or any other store, you actually, as a customer, have rights. And there's a warranty for the product that you are purchasing, especially if that product is also connected to health. These are reading glasses. This is a product that has to be extra sturdy because it's in the proximity of your eyes and also has to help you read. It's not just a garment to cover up your nipples. This thing is actually functional in a different way. It has a warranty. You have the right to return something. If you don't like it, you have the right to return it. And let me tell you something that you obviously, lacking several brain cells, didn't know, but I can explain it to you. There is this thing called, doesn't matter how much it costs. You could pay $10 for these or $100,000 for these. You still have the same rights. And the customer service has to be warranted no matter how much you paid for them in that store. Had she purchased a nail polish for $30 and had an issue with it, you best believe she had the right to go back to that store and tell them, hey, what gives? How dare you, as a consumer, try to comfort her by saying like, oh, how dare she have issues with Chanel sunglasses? These are peanuts for them. This doesn't cost enough to even warrant returning them and causing trouble for the sales associate, to deal with it. That sales associate is paid to deal with this, and they better deal with it. And good for you, Samantha, for warning us about this, and good for you for raising awareness about this. And for this elitist Australian TikToker, girl, take several seats and learn respect. You are a consumer as well. Are you telling us that you have been bullied into submission by luxury brands before? And so now, because you're so bitter about it, you want her to be bitter about it too? No. Not as long as I got a heartbeat in my body left. I will defend the consumer, because the consumer is right in this case. Just saying. A lot of people are very illiterate, says Lisa Crowder. Just saying. You should get it in writing. They are scam message. Tina. That's a good one, but they would never give it to you in writing. That's a good one, though. In the chat, Scrubby Bizagi says, why are people such bootlickers for corporate brands, acting as if they're on the payroll? This person maybe is a sales associate themselves and is kind of like trying to do something here, but girl, you're failing epically. And to even like have the audacity to make a response video trying to bring Samantha down? No. Not on my watch, girl. Not on my watch. Zon. And zoo better. Zoo better. Just saying. So moving on, totally agree. Right? Thanks, Zane. Shopkeeper said, actually, Walmart changed their policy, even if you have a receipt. Maybe if you bought their warranty. Listen, if the return policy states you got 2 weeks to return an item that you change your mind on as long as it's not worn, you return it. It's their issue if they sold you from the sales floor the last piece that had a scratch. And if it has a scratch, it's their job to inspect those glasses and tell you, madam or sir, just to let you know, this is the last pair on the sales floor. We've inspected them. They have a scratch. We should not sell them with this scratch. Do you accept them with the scratch? However, if you accept them with the scratch, just to let you know, you will not be able to return them. If you want them without a scratch, we can try to order you a second pair. We will let you know when the second pair arrives, if it arrives, and then you can buy them without a scratch. This is the job of the sales associate, to warn you and say, this is the sales floor item. It's the last piece available. It has a scratch. Do you want it despite the scratch? We cannot put the price down. Chanel never does that. But if we sell it to you with a scratch, we cannot take it back. That they will put in writing. That they will put in writing, that you cannot return it. They've done that before. I've done that with them as well. So, Leanne Carter says, I worked in retail for a while. Returns are a part of life. Suckers. But it is what it is. There you go. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Was she right to blast them on social media? Or was the other person right to blast her for blasting them on social media for the reasons that he stated were good reasons? Let me know. It's a conversation topic. It's a topical conversation. Down below. Love you loads. Subscribe if you like the video and thumb it up. Bye. Y'all, I'm sick and tired of these people throwing shade at other, do you know what I mean? At other content creators for raising awareness about flaws of these brands. Like, it's enough already. Like, seriously, it's like, y'all, it's enough. Like, it's enough. Enough is enough. First of all, Chanel already overcharges for their freaking glasses. They charge, and they're also made in Luxottica, just like the cheaper ones are from other brands. It's like they charge more because it has the Chanel name on it. So they're already charging you like double or triple the amount that they're charging for other brands also made by Luxottica. So now you're paying 3 times as much, but you have less rights because it's Chanel. So you're paying 3 times as much, but then you're not allowed to say moo if something is wrong with them. You're not allowed to bring them back. Zip it and swallow it and take it like a man. Hell no. I'm going to show you how I'm going to make you take it like a man. After I'm done with you, honey, you won't be talking. After I'm done with y'all, you won't be able to sit for a week and you won't be able to swallow for a week. So let's just... Oh, look, and bottom, subscribe. Eileen, oh my God, thanks.
Videezy donatait de $49,99.
Papa Cherry, yes, Buble. Oh my God, could you believe it? Miss Adriana says, I like your brooch deco. It looks like a fancy potato. Oh, thank you so much, sweetie. It's vintage. It's a fluffy, soft little potato. I call it a kidney, but you know what I mean? Oh my God, it's an optical conversation, says Johnny. It's Mark B says paying extra for that Chanel tax. They acted like that group, that a Beehive or something. Yeah, we'll go. Definitely, Tina. Like that Beehive or something. James Stansfield. Yes, Quinn. Quinn. Jen says, Chanel, in my opinion, has gotten too comfortable being labeled instead of names synonymous with quality and luxury, right? There you go, Debbie. Dead, yep. Ooh, now I'm back. Hi, Louie. It's an optical conversation. Tina says, man, Chanel needs therapy. People have been brainwashed to believe that it is a privilege to buy from some of these brands. Exactly. The brands should be grateful we buy their items, but they are spoiled rotten because they know that the idiots be buying, and they keep on being buying no matter what they do. And they think they can get away with it, but people are waking up. They can't keep getting away with this. A little lazy, I'd say, Marcus. But so yeah, anyway, yeah, no, they got another thing coming. Baby Yoda, can you give us like a cha something? Cha? Yeah. Come on, Baby Yoda, give us a cha after this Chanel topic. Okay. Cha. Cha. That was Baby Yoda for you. I wanted to buy Chanel new sunnies, but just stopped myself. Thought best not to. Which new ones? The Beverly Hills ones that I got. Those are amazing though. But they are acetate, not metal. Always better to buy acetate when it comes to Luxottica. Metal only if the shape is really amazing. Otherwise, I always recommend acetate. There are exceptions, but I do prefer my acetates. Just saying. Eileen says, love Yoda. Yeah, Baby Yoda's the best. The best. The best. So yeah. Well, that's basically it. You know, at the end of the day, we love these objects. We love these products. It's just enough is enough. And especially when I'm seeing the prices, I mean, I'm having such a fun time hunting down vintage pieces. It's just so... It's such a gorgeous thing for me. You know, I'm having a lot of fun and you know, seeing the prices, I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, you know, I got these gorgeous shoes for $18. And then like you look at the new ones, and the new ones that are in store now are so much wrong with them. So cheaply done, and they cost like $2,000 or $1,000. And I'm just like, there's just no way. I mean, no, you know, you can't be that delusional. If I'm going to spend the big money, it's going to be on Hermes. Done. And clothing wise, it's going to be Ricky. No shoes. I'm not going to buy shoes from Ricky anymore. We're done with that chapter. Ricky for the shoes. Vivian Westwood for, Ricky not for the shoes. Ricky for the clothes, apparel, and bags. Vivian for bags and clothes. Because Vivian doesn't break the bank, you know what I mean? And Vivian also goes on sale. So you get a 50% off. Ricky goes on sale, 40%, sometimes 50%. And then, yeah, and like if I'm going to get an expensive bag, it's going to be Hermes. And that's that. You know what I mean? Like there's like all of this going around. And, oh, did I show you this, guys? Wait, hold on. We got a moment here. I got another Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda on a shoulder. Let's put Baby Yoda on the shoulder. Hold on. This is... Y'all, can you believe? Wait, hold on. You've seen Baby Yoda on a shoulder already, right? Well, let me put it under the kidney, though. Cha. All right. So... anyway, cha. So yeah, we'll go. Yeah, it was the pirate day. I know he was my parakeet on my show. I was the pirate on the pirate ship, and Baby Yoda was my parakeet. But so even the quality 2 years ago was amazing. I have some beautiful combat boots from Chanel that will live longer than me. Oh, that's good, Ollie. Good to know. I mean, there was a lot of different items and products and qualities. Like some were not the best, some were the best. Yes, Rosanna. It was the pirate episode. Forget elf on a shelf, Yoda on a shoulder. Yeah, Mark B. It'd be Yoda and it'd be sitting on a shoulder. You thought I got a chip on my shoulder? Ha! Think again. I got Baby Yoda on my shoulder. Yeah. Hey, Tyler. Tyler popped by and discovered the we'll go. Yeah, you do it twice, and if you type it in twice, you know, you get the, you know what I mean? You could do the we'll go double, which is the we'll go. And you got a Jedi. Yes, I got a Jedi on my shoulder. So that's that. I'm finally here and happy for the new edition. Oh, that new edition. We'll go. Yeah, it's gorgeous. I really like the pink. I really wanted Barbie pink with the white font because I want to deliver that moment. You know, it is the Barbie moment, right? And we love our pinks. Oh, really? I do a wonderful impression of 50, 60-year-old Bostonian accent. Shut up and live in Ferret. By the way, I'm 200. What am I, Debbie? 237. Yeah, 237 years old. Yes, like the room in The Shining. I know, I'm that old. Maybe because I was conceived in that room. I just dropped another piece of the puzzle for you. Easter egg, Easter egg. Oh my God, did I just unfocus myself? I'm turning into spirit. A spirit! Yes, the backstory is growing, Tyler. I have a Shining tattoo too. It's red drum. Of course, baby. We love a good red drum moment. Yes, Rosanna, total vampire, 237 years old, honey. Except I don't age, even though it's almost my birthday. We celebrate it just for the sake, you know. Because otherwise Sailor Moon is going to be, you know, like, Daco, why aren't you celebrating with me? I'm like, yeah, okay, girl, because it's Sailor Moon's birthday on the 30th of June, so it's also mine. So we do it anyway, even though she keeps aging, I don't. At a certain point, she's like, damn, you're younger than me. I'm like, Sailor Moon, listen, I offered you to become a vampire. You said no. Hey, we'll go. Now deal with it. She's like, I changed my mind. Bite me. I'm like, you bite me, Sailor Moon. I'm not... bite me. Very Sophia Petrillo. I told Sailor Moon, bite me. And then she's like, okay, we'll go. Like, no, girl, I didn't mean like that, bite me, in another way. Yeah, bite me, Sailor Moon, this title. Yeah, exactly. Of course, deeply erring. What we do in the shadows? Of course. I watch what we do in the shadows. Like, goes without saying, girl. Was not a huge fan of the latest season, though, but still love it to bits. Exactly. He would be 279, but something happened. Long story. Right, Debs? I'm telling you. Mark B says, any special victims you want to bite on your birthday month? Well. I mean, listen, Tony Ward is always going to be top of my list. But yeah, you know, I got a list. You know, I have a list. After Tony Ward, I have a list. But Tony. I can't. I love Tony. Tony. Those Chanel glasses look portrally. Wait, portrally? Wait, Tina, that's a word game, but I'm really bad at this. Portrally. But wait, what is it? Portrally. What does trally mean? Oh my God, I'm so bad at this. Can somebody explain? Oh, really? Oh, Paul. Oh, it looked Paul. Yes, the glasses look Paul. Oh, poor glasses. Gwendid says, to give you an idea how small the Chicago boutique is, they have only 2 displays for a handful of eyewear, only a few bottles of perfume, 5 racks of clothes, back dressing, 4 people, claustrophobic. Oh, okay, Gwendid, good to know. So they could have totally returned, like exchanged the glasses or given her a voucher. Like, what gives? You'll be 238, which is 2 equals 13. You are Benjamin Button and aging backwards. I'm not aging at all. I'm sticking to 237, y'all. Long story. Giudice Montana. All the tea my husband actually worked on what we do in the shadow. What did your hubby do on what we do in the shadows? This is the Fashion Bunker, y'all. We got surprises. We got news. We had somebody, do you remember somebody was working with Madonna? We had somebody who worked with Madonna, had some major tea to spill about how nasty that woman is. But Judy Montana, okay. Baby Yoda would love to know, what did your hubby do on What We Do in the Shadows? We're all ears. Tipo says, sorry, my nighty-night meds are kicking in and I am a loopsy, burning the midnight candle. Ah, sweetie darling, love drifting away to gorgeous sleep. Johnny says, I'm excited about the Cosmos Sailor Moon movie. Who's with me? I'm with y'all. Louis says, I had Tony before. Louis, you went to bed with Tony Ward? You went to bed with Tony Ward? Can I? What? The revelations. Tyler says, Sailor Venus is my personal favorite. She's been repping the Hermes orange. Camera department for second unit. Oh, Judice. Nice. Sweet. And that camera was a good one. Why am I going unfocused? Is the camera not filming? Jen Hara says, can't wait. Ollie says, Gwendid, are you talking about the Chanel concession at Neiman's? Crybaby Uzagi says, yes, I love Sailor Moon. Hence my username Uzagi. Daria, speaking of Chicago, we have a bag tax. Louis Vuitton charged me 0.7 cents for my paper bag last weekend. How tacky. Oh my God. Ew, that's vulgar. Ew. Like, seriously, what were they thinking? That is so tacky. No, seriously. You're spending like $4,000 on a bag and they're like, the bag is 7 cents. Girl. Debbie says, another Tony, I'm sure. Kev says, let's play Bite F Kill Pharrell Kanye the Starlet. Number 3 on all 3 of them. I'm going to pull a Wendy Williams on all 3 of them. Judicia says, you made him so happy. We are huge fans. Are you kidding me, Judicia? Are you kidding me? Yes, we stand the hubby. Camera work was superb. Lighting was superb. Post-production was superb. Color grading was superb. The whole mood atmosphere was superb. Music was super. The editing, I mean, the casting, the act. Seriously, What We Do in the Shadows is beautiful to watch. So seriously, he should be proud of himself. Hubby did a great job. No, just a random Tony. I have no idea who that is. Wah, 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 wah. And Louis revealed what Debbie already knew. It was some other Tony. Well, as long as you did someone, you know what I mean? We'll go. Beggars can't be choosers, honey. At a certain point in life, like Jesus would say, every goal is a hole. But anyway, Shop Queen says, it's state laws and some say, yeah, I get it, but come on. They charge for bags in Hawaii, says Leanne. Yeah, Debbie. Louis, you got a Siawa Tony. And Lisa says, would you like a bag with your purchase? The nerve. Terrible. Seriously. Uzagi-san, love. Johnny. T. Flair says, a full Chanel boutique is on Oak Street. The Moron says, oh my God, there is a new Sailor Moon movie. Yes! Shopkey says, Massachusetts is 5 cents. It's so ridiculous because that, to preserve the environment. The paper bag. 5 cents for a paper bag. Shopkey says, Ollie says, yeah, that's the Neiman's on Michigan. The Chicago boutique is on Oak Street. That is a big store. Ah, Ollie, thanks for the clarification. Thanks for the clarification. Now that makes more sense. So there's a bigger one. There's a bigger one. Crybaby Zog says to Kev with the roster. Suddenly I'm celibate. Lulz. Ollie's spanking Louis. Gwendid says, a bedtime story song speaks profoundly about reality and material world. Bedtime story song? What are we talking about? Massachusetts Shop Queen. 10 cents at some shop and shops. LOL. Oh, cha. 10 cents. Oh. We be going place. It's like Chanel is like, y'all, our bags ain't selling that well, but the shopping bags, we be rich. We be selling them shopping. I mean, could you? So technically, you could enter a Chanel boutique and say, "Hi," in Chicago. "Hi, here's 10 cents. I want to purchase a Chanel shopping bag." Technically, they have to sell it to you, right? Just buy the Chanel shopping. That's hilarious. Can somebody please make a video in Chicago going to the Chanel boutique, secretly filming and saying, "I want to buy a Chanel shopping bag. I heard you're selling shopping bag. I heard you're selling Chanel bags for 10 cents. I would like to buy 2." And before you know it, Chanel Chicago started increasing their shopping Chanel paper bag prices. 2 years from now, they're going to cost you $200. Oh, Zane, thank you for asking. We're still waiting on confirmation for the stateside Art Lovers Unite premiere. Hopefully, you know, we're hoping for LA, and so you're gonna have to fly over, y'all. Everybody's gonna have to fly over. Yeah, Chicago ain't that far away when you jump on that plane. Just be sure to not take that terrible air company, the ones that trick you while you're boarding, like you can fit your bag into the thing, but then they tell you it doesn't fit, and you're like, it literally fits. And then you film it fitting, they're like, no, it doesn't fit. And you're like, it literally fits. They're like, no, it doesn't fit. You have to pay now $90. You're like, it fits. No, it doesn't. Spirit Airlines, yes, Spirit. Oh, Zane, Delta. Good. Spirit Airlines, yeah, that's so funny. Like these poor people, they're like, want to board the plane, and these ladies working, usually ladies, sometimes dudes, but I've seen mostly ladies on, again, TikTok, the hostesses or steward, whatever, the check-in or the boarding ladies, and they're like, your luggage doesn't fit. And the person is filming, the luggage literally fits, and they're like, it does, no. It's like Consuela from Family Guy or American Dad. I think Consuela or Consuelo. She is in Family Guy. Was she in Family Guy or American Dad? I can't remember. Well, anyway, Seth MacFarlane. Family Guy. No. Consuela is working for Spirit Airlines, and you're like, Consuela, it literally fits into the thing. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't fit. No. Paper bag haul. Daria, you listen. You're laughing, but I'm telling you, luxury YouTube be making paper shopping bag haul videos. Could you imagine Mel in Melbourne 1 year from now? Hi, everybody. Hubby just got me a great surprise. I just got 50 Hermes shopping bags to show you in this haul, and they're all empty. But then she's like, hubby got me the bags. But this video is sponsored. Then you got half an hour sponsorship. And then she's like, but now let's get to the bags. And then he's like, look at these paper bags. Thank you, hubby. Oh my God, the shade. So anyway, cancel, jail. I know, I'm going to go to jail. I'm going to close myself in jail. And hey, Mo, how's it going? Dago for hi, all Frontier Airlines does that. There's a video on YouTube on it. Oh, Frontier Airlines? Spirit Airlines. Was it Frontier or Spirit? Do they both do it? Oh boy, Jen, your first flight ever was with Spirit, only up from there for sure. Hey, Madame Pomme Rosé. Good morning, y'all. On the shopping bag topic, yes. I was in Spain and Portugal, and someone bought 20 Versace shopping bags for 50 cents each. There you have it. I'm telling you, someone please go to Chanel Chicago and say, like, I would like 2 shopping bags, please. What are they going to do? If they're selling them, if these are products that are for sale, they cannot refuse you to sell them to you. They can lie to you and say, oh, sorry, we're out of bags right now. They can't be out of all bags because, you know, they got different sizes of bags. Spirit like the Halloween Superstore. Yes, that's the one I'm thinking, Ollie. Spirit Halloween, best place to be. They like the ribbons. Elisa says, worst flight ever was on Ryanair from Paris to Dublin. Tyler says, stores in Beverly Hills would never. They'd give the pretty woman treatment. Big mistake. Big mistake. And you walk out. That was my Julia Roberts impersonation. Does the Oscar go to me or does it go to me? I don't know. Because we'll go. We should try that at Hermes. No, they're not gonna sell you a baglet at Hermes. At Hermes, they're gonna say, "Do you have a purchase history?" There's a waiting line for our shopping bags. You know, huge waiting line. Huge waiting line. Huge mistake. Huge mistake. I saw tourists posing with designer shopping bag for pictures on a trip. LOL, like props. I've seen Mel do that too. Anyway, who? I don't know who we're talking about. I don't know. Huge mistake. Trustpilot reviews. Chanel. Yes, the other day I shopped and they were out of bags. Classic T-Pal. Classic. Madame says each size bag had its own price. And baby, we know they are going to be used to sell facts. Really true, says Tina. Oh, we'll go tote. Gloria. We'll go tote. Kev says, or just try to pull what Sandra Bullock did with Ocean's 8. I forgot. What did she do with Ocean's 8? What did she do in Ocean's 8? But listen, even more so than the Pretty Woman scene with Julia Roberts, I still prefer Showgirls, the Versace moment, and her shopping at Versace and them like throwing shade at her. I don't know. It just has a little bit more quality. That scene. She returned stuff she didn't buy and asked for a bag. Oh, I don't remember that scene at all. Like completely brain dead. When they did give her said return. When they didn't give her said return. When they didn't give her said return. She said return? When they... Oh boy. Yeah. I have difficulties understanding this. It's not on you, Tyler. It's me. I'm very slow at the moment. I have a whole slew of Louis Vuitton shopping bags. Gets idea of selling on eBay. I kid. I have too many though. Well, another Mel did that. Another one. Oh my God. Gotta love our Mels. Zane says, love that moment. Me too. Oh my God. That whole Versace moment to die for. We're not selling shop bags on eBay like some YouTubers. Right, Ollie? I mean, we'll go, but you know, so much Australian shade and I'm here for it. Oh, Zane. Like, I don't know what goes down like with you and Caleb behind the scenes. I mean, no, wait, that came out really weird. I don't mean you and Caleb behind the scenes. I mean, you two, what you talk about other YouTubers behind the scenes. That's what I meant. I didn't imply the soap in the shower. We're not talking soap. I feel like those white unbranded shopping bags are a hotter commodity. They never have those. Oh, to hide their true Hermes purchases inside of them. Hey, Helen. Gwendolyn says, didn't Claudia Schiffer get offered Pretty Woman and she turned it down? Claudia Schiffer can't act to save her life. Claudia Schiffer, she pretty. She can stand and smile. She did that for Copperfield, but... That's Claudia Schiffer, literally. Love her to bits. Love her to bits. Love her to bits, but she can't act. Buy the kit. Make your Louis Vuitton shopping bag reusable and save yourself 5 to 10 cents next purchase. True. You can just plastify it on the outside. Kev says, I feel like those white... But yeah, we'll go, Ollie. And Crybaby Zagi says, I saw people selling Chanel shopping bags and boxes for 50 cents on Poshmark. Cha. Debbie, I love that trash movie. Showgirls? Oh, Live and Ferret. Tina, you've seen it on Poshmark as well. Cha. The shopping bags would need their own authentication process. Could you imagine people starting to authenticate? And then they watch my older videos where I tell you for each Louis Vuitton bag I get, I read to you where it's made and which country, because you know they make them in different countries. And I was like, okay, this shopping bag and this box were made, like the box is made in Bulgaria, the shopping bag is made in Hungary, the dust bag is made in India. Yeah, they are, but they are. Claudia, she doesn't have the range, says Emotion Engine. Frozen Luxury says she can't act her way out of a 10-cent Chanel bag. Saya, that shade, though. And let me tell you, dying to hear your shade on Australia, Zane. You can use a black light on an MS box. Oh, to get that little stuff, to get that little logos out. Louis Vuitton keeps a lot of people working. Yeah, making bags. Hey, your access to the red carpet. How's it going? Good night, loves. The audacity of it all, was Chanel said. I know, sweetie, but we still have the perfumes. We still have the perfumes, at least. Oh, Zane, you cannot, huh? Is this another soap situation? Do we have to squeeze it out of you? Ollie's like, oh, the tea. Yes, T-Pal. T-Pal. Body wash, Debs. Jen says, Chanel number 5 will keep them in business long after they're gone. Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. For sure. Yes, the perfumes, darling. Yeah, the perfumes. Listen, we still love their perfumelets. I'm smelling Hermes today. They got my coin, says Jen. I know, they got my coin too. Actually, I was thinking about... I mean, at the moment, I'm like completely obsessed with the Dolce & Gabbana perfume. So I'm kind of like really into the vintage Dolce & Gabbana parfum. It hits the spot for me like no other at the moment. It's just like, it just keeps me going. It keeps me alive, darling. It keeps me alive. This is my Egyptian goddess. But I never forget my Chanels. And they're waiting for me. And when I'm ready to go back to Chanel, they will be there for me. They always are. They never let me down. They never let me down. Did anyone get ads today? I can't remember if I got any. Oh, Kev. I don't think so. Maybe at the beginning or something there were a couple of ads, but then later I don't think so. That's because Chanel number 5 is still owned by original owner of rights absent from Chanel. What? Absent from Chanel? No, Chanel number 5 is owned by Chanel. What do you mean, Gwendid? Oh, Deauville? Ampersand? Paris Deauville all day. Oh, nice. That's a beautiful one in late spring, early summer. Antique Miss Dior, I finished it yesterday. So sad, but satisfying. Oh, the OG Miss Dior? That's... You went there, Debs. You went deep. Tyler says, once the sun actually comes out in LA and it feels like summer, I'm buying a bottle of Gucci Rush. Oh, wow. You're going to the Y2K era, honey. All the way back. Absolutely a classic, whether we like it or not. Totally, Jen. I love anything Thierry Mugler. Oh, Tina. You like Womanity? Gwendid says, Gabriel sold it back in 20s, then tried to sue. Sold it back? What are you talking about? No, I think there's a little misunderstanding there. So... No. Coco never sold all the rights to Chanel perfumes. She kept only like 3% because that was kind of usual back then, because the distributor then has the biggest responsibility to sell it all and to work on it. And so she could have pushed it up to 10%, but didn't do it at the beginning because she didn't think it was going to sell as much. Anyway, she owned the rights to her perfumes, even though she had a very tiny percentage, all the way till her dying day. The Wertheimers acquired the entire ownership over her perfumes and her fashion after she passed away. And to this day, the Wertheimers own Chanel number 5. So from 1971 from January 1971 when she passed away, from January 10th of 1971 when she passed away, till this day, Chanel Fashion and Beauty perfumes are under the full ownership of the Wertheimer family. Long story short. You know, of course we remember Prada Candy, Jen. Yes, we do. I cheated on Deauville today and I'm wearing a Louis Vuitton Étoile Filante. Oh, you cheated, honey. When it says Wertheimer Brothers, Pierre and Paul. Right. They own the rights to Chanel. The fashion and beauty and perfumes. Full ownership since 1971. Since 1971. And they were under negotiations over and over and over and over and over and over again before her death, but almost about a decade before her death, they settled and they said, listen, Coco, stay at the Ritz. We'll pay everything you need at the Ritz. It's all on us. Live your comfortable life till the end of your life. And then when you're gone, everything goes to us. Yes. She said, ugh, I give up. Okay. And they won. And to be perfectly honest with you, I had this vision of Coco coming to me in a dream, telling me, Jacob, stop supporting them. I'm done. Yeah, I had this vision. I had this vision of her just like feeling not good about it. And then I said, but the perfumes. She's like, exception. And so there you go. You know, I'm keeping her memory alive. Whatever it takes, baby. Honestly, something about Chanel these days feels soulless. Oh, totally, Tyla. In my opinion. What did Coco say about Virginia? Oh, honey, she pulled a Mariah Carey on her. Oh, she pulled a Mariah Carey on her. It's like, who? Virginie who? I don't know her. They are really stripping the joy out of the brand. Everything is so hollow. Oh, it's terrible. I was so upset also today thinking like, oh my gosh. And, you know, with their whole attitude and this whole like secrecy of we're not inviting you to this event and you're not getting this and we're not going to tell you that and this and it's everything. Oh, it's so disgusting. It's become so, ugh. It's gross. You know, it's like this elitism that they're trying to nourish with the way that they're going about their brand marketing and how they deal with clients. It's just vile. It really, really gross. You know, just saying. Snowy Skylar says, are you sure that Coco Chanel would love all those new perfumes? Not all of them. Not all of them, but she would definitely compare the new Chanel perfumes to the other brands out there and how their perfumes smell. And she would realize the difference in quality. And she would realize that like her brand is offering the best quality on the market. And once you know that, you realize, okay, this is the best that there is out there. And so she would definitely accept them. Would she accept all of them? Not so sure. Not so sure. But she would accept quite a few. I do believe so. Just my opinion, but I do believe so. The day Jacob stops talking about Chanel, the brand will be the true death of Chanel. Ah, Kev, good point. Thank you. Jane is wearing Paris Riviera today. I remember her wore with the creator of the pump hat and animal buttons. With Poiret? You mean with Poiret? Which was not Poirot. Poiret. No, Snowy, she wore number 5 the most, and 19. She wore number 5 and she layered it very often with Cuir de Russie. YSL had a woman's fragrance called Y. Yes, my mother wore it in the 70s. Hi, Liz. Yes, I remember why. Your mother wore it in the 70s and I wore it in the 80s. It was a beautiful Chypre. Hello, Louis says, I'm wearing Halston today. Smell great under the 100-degree Texas sun. I know you love your Halston. Gwendid says, I don't think she would have loved some of the Orientals like Coco. I think she would have liked Coco. I think she would have. I think she would have more issues with beige, chance au fraîche, chance au tendre. She would probably have issues with Egoiste Platinum. She would definitely have issues with Blue. Allure Homme Sport. She would have issues with that for sure. She would also have issues with, I think even with Allure Sensuelle, she would have issues. Oh yes, Louis. With Misia, definitely she would have issues. Yeah. Thinking from the Les Exclusives, it would definitely be beige. 1957, I think she would have issues with 1957. With Boy, I think she would find Boy lackluster. Yeah. Those are the ones that she would find a little bit meh. Oh, thanks, Debs. Yeah, Jen, I have a perfume channel called Essentially Jacob. All the reviews are there. Opium is reviewed there in all its different concentrations. Aromatics Elixir is reviewed on Essentially Jacob as well. And also, Jen, on Essentially Jacob, there's also videos that I made about horror movies. So there is top 10 Halloween perfumes and also top 10 slasher movie perfumes. Like which slasher character would wear which perfume. Like which perfume would Freddy Krueger wear, which perfume would Chucky wear, which perfume would Michael Myers wear, which perfume would Jason Voorhees wear, which perfume would Bob from Twin Peaks wear, which perfume would Tiffany from Chucky wear. Which perfume would Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre wear? Then which perfume would Hannibal from Silence of the Lambs wear? And then also which perfume would Buffalo Bill wear? Also from Silence of the Lambs. And then I like kind of go into the psychology of each one of these characters. So there, but Deeply Erring, there's a Halloween video, like top 10 Halloween perfumes, where I go into this whole story about Halloween and spirits and perfumes. And then there's a separate video about the slashers wearing perfumes and which perfumes I think they would wear. Oh, MMM, I love the #1 spray mist. Oh, no, that's something, okay. I think Chanel would like that one. Coco would like it because she said in an interview once, it doesn't matter what perfume you wear. It doesn't have to be strong and overpowering. It can be also something very delicate, almost nothing. Just a little something that you know that you're wearing, which is literally #1 mist because it's gone after 10 minutes. And it's something that she spoke about in an interview in the second half of the 50s. The interview is in French, however. Oh, thanks, Chris. Chris says, I love your makeup. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, Gwenda, that's interesting. She would tweak Coco and turn it into Coco Homme because she loved Jasmine. Wow, a Coco Homme. That sounds very interesting. I wouldn't mind a weird kind of gender twist on Coco. Why not? Yeah. I mean, why not? I need to see both, says Deeply Erring. Oh, thanks, you guys. Yeah. Hey, Teen Guyen. Oh, horror movie perfumes. Die and Ferret. Yes, we live for horror movies. Oh, Chris, thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. The real killers scare me more, but yes, I remember the video. Yeah. No, we didn't go into the real ones. We went into fictional characters. JCN says, I didn't know that their perfumes were available in different types. Like, for instance, they offer Gabrielle Parfum Vaporisateur Spray and regular parfum. Could you please provide more information on this? JCN, I've reviewed all concentrations of Gabrielle. The eau de parfum, essence, which is also an eau de parfum, but a little bit more concentrated, and the parfum. They're just different concentrations, more essential oils in them, and less water or less alcohol. It's just a different concentration, more intense, right? The pure perfume or the parfum of Gabrielle is, oh my God, it's a masterpiece. I adore it. That tuberose in that perfume and the amount of tuberose in it and the amount of ylang ylang and the amount of jasmine in there is just bombastic. It is the shoulder padded 80s version of Gabrielle. I always say it's what Gabrielle should have always been. But check out those videos on my channel as well. The Gabrielle reviews of all the concentrations. All the details are there. The real, Deco, if you haven't yet, try Riddle Oil Original Scent. It's a skin scent that I think you will find is essentially a skin scent, but it might pique your interest. It's a beautiful amber. Riddle Oil. Wait, by who is it? Original Scent. It's a skin scent. Riddle Oil. Who made it? What's the brand? Is that the brand? Is the brand called the same way that the perfume is called? Oh, you think she would have asked for a sandalwood from India Rose Attar to recreate Coco? I mean, possibly. You kind of want it to be more intense, huh? Have you tried the extrait of Coco? It's really beautiful. Tina says niche. No, madame. The parfum does not come in splash form. No. The parfum of Gabrielle comes only in spray form, 35 milliliter. It comes in a 35 milliliter only in spray. Only in spray. It doesn't come in splash. It doesn't come in splash. Gabrielle parfum only comes in spray. Yeah. Oh, okay. The company is Riddle. All right. Thanks. Gloria says, Deco, I've been meaning to ask you, what fragrance can you recommend that has night jasmine? I remember, okay, so night jasmine, you guys, is Sambak, jasmine Sambak. I remember that scent from my childhood. My mother hand-planted night jasmine bushes by our windows. So that is, night jasmine is usually jasmine Sambak. So the Sambak jasmine, there's quite a few perfumes that have jasmine Sambak. A very notorious one that also has the queen of the night, the tiar flower, very popular in Hawaii, is Dior's Addict. And now Dior's Addict is very heavy on the jasmine Sambak, but also on the tiar flower. Gorgeous perfume. But you have to get it either vintage or eau de parfum. Don't get the eau de toilette. Smell it and let me know what you think. Maybe you already smelled it. Leanne says, night blooming jasmine is different than Sambak. Sambak blooms at night. Jasmine Sambak. Night blooming jasmine. Listen, technically, there's a bunch of different jasmines out there. Some of them bloom in the wee morning hours as the sun is about to rise but hasn't risen yet. And then you have the Jasminum grandiflorum, which is the day blooming jasmine. Sambak doesn't bloom during the day. So, if you know another type of night blooming jasmine, tell me the name of it, please. Probably going to be in Latin. Oh yeah, Tina, I love white florals as well. Totally love white florals. Totally. I love white florals. It's my vibe. Oh, another really gorgeous one. But you got to get it in vintage form. The new formulation is terrible. Pure Poison by Dior. Pure Poison is... Dominique Ropillon made it with Olivier Polge before Olivier Polge went to Chanel. And Dominique Ropillon knows his white florals. Dominique Ropillon made Carnal Flower, the tuberose. And Dominique Ropillon with Olivier Polge worked on Pure Poison. Amazing. But you got to get the 2004 version of it. Oh, Gwendid says night blooming jasmine. Okay, but what's the name of it, y'all? Is faint compared to Arabian tea jasmine, which is sambak. So what's the name? Can you give me the official name for a night blooming jasmine? What's the Latin name for it? Rosanna says, I grew up with jasmine vines with the flowers. Funny how I remember their scent when we hang around at nighttime. Oh, they're very, they lure you in. Just like tuberose when it blooms at night. It drives you nuts. It drives you crazy. This is why they never let little girls, virgins pass by a blooming tuberose. In the ancient times, they said it would kind of cause them to lose, virginity. So that's what the tuberose is. Okay, Chris, I'm not a fan of Louis Vuitton scents, but I've reviewed a ton of them on my perfume channel. Please go check them out on Essentially Jacob. However, Jacques Cavalier is a great perfumer. I love what he did for Jean-Paul Gaultier. Classique is, for me, Jacques Cavalier's claim to fame. I think he did a wonderful job with Classique. Chestrum, never heard that word. Let me Google that. Chestrum nocturnum. Chestrum. What's such a weird name? Chestrum. Hold on. That's a weird name. Ah, the Lady of the Night. Oh, you see, this is why the chat is important. We learn new things. All right, let me read it to y'all. Chestrum nocturnum. Love the second name. The Lady of the Night. Night blooming jasmine or the night blooming jessamine. Night scented jessamine. Night scented chestrum or poisonberry. Is a species of plant in the potato family. It is native to the West India, so it's from India, y'all, but naturalized in South Asia. Wait a minute. So it's not a jasmine, you guys. It's a different plant. It's a totally different plant, you guys. I mean, they call it jasmine, but it's not in the jasmine family. It's not a jasminum. It's a different family. Night jasmine oil is used in aromatherapy to relieve stress and anxiety. It helps by increasing the serotonin levels in the brain and regulating mood. Boil some leaves in water and have them once a day to reduce any kind of pain and swelling in the body. I'm just reading here, timesofindia.com. I'm no medical expert. I'm just reading here. I'm not giving you any medical advice. Let's be very clear about this. Not recommended for perfume, says Gwendid. Okay, it is invasive. Must put it in a pot, says Leanne. So it's from the potato family, y'all. Yeah, it's a potato. Isn't that cute? Zane says, love learning these facts. Just learned the other day that marshmallow originally came from a plant. Wait. Marshmallows? Like the ones you roast on an open fire? Marshmallows? Oh, I see the pics, and yes, that's what it looks like. But interesting, it's not a jasmine. No, it's not a jasmine. But in kind of popular name is jasmine, but the scientific name is not a jasmine. This is also why I was pressing on, like, tell me the Latin name of it, because then we see if it's really a jasminum, like the Jasminum grandiflorum, which is the jasmine, which is coincidentally, the Jasminum grandiflorum is the heavy indolic jasmine. It's that pissy poopy jasmine. That's the original jasmine. That's jasmine. Everything else wants to be jasmine. So this is jasmine. Joy is stuffed with Yasminum grandiflorum. This is jasmine. Like this is it. Like it literally, when I smell it, my eyes kind of close up a little bit. It's like that natural and that intense and that poopy, indolic. Woof, cha, love it, love it, love it. Oh, marshmallow. Oh, Jack's bag attack. Okay, not the marshmallow. Gotcha. Mallow root. Yes. Okay. Thank you, guys. The ancient Egyptians harvest the root. Tina's like, stop it. Cherise says, you are right, Zane. My mother loved Joy. Everything else is Jafar. Kev. Joy and Jafar. I have Joy. My mom loved Joy too. Yeah, D. Higginbotham. Joy is amazing. And but it is poopy. Very indolic. This is the true jasmine. Okay. Overdose of jasmine. This thing is so overdosed that it's like intoxicating. You gotta spray it from a distance, because this is indolic to a point of no return. And you can also check out on my perfume channel the review of Joy, where I go in depth and talk about indoles and how indoles work and the different types of indoles and how certain indoles smell better or worse on our skin. It all depends on what time the jasmine is harvested. And this is really interesting, because if you wait too long after the flower opens up, it matures too much. And so then the harvest is going to turn into that heavy indole. But if you harvest it very, very early on, you got to be very quick. Then you can stop it from developing into that poopy smell. Vel says, I wore Joy last night to bed. I mean, isn't this a hoot? D. Higginbotham says, I saw that review. Oh, glad you saw it. Yeah, I loved doing that one. Loved digging into the indoles and the characters of the indoles. Tomato is related from Atropa belladonna from the nightshade family. Yes, tomatoes and potatoes, they're all from the nightshade family. Of tomato, poisonous and fruit has small, amped best to cook. And they also say you shouldn't be eating tomatoes. They say they're not that healthy because they kind of stimulate inflammation in the body. I don't know. I love a tomato. I love a good tomato. Deeply Erring says, jasmine equals unalive to me. Joy has been discontinued. Yes, D. Jen says, that's so interesting. Everybody's so creative, right? Krabibizaki says, reminds me of going to the churches in the Philippines where they're always selling the sampagita necklaces for the statues. JCN says, I purchased Gabrielle Chanel perfume, but unfortunately I found the scent to be quite displeasing. On my next visit, I was advised to try the same perfume in a smaller... JCN, which concentration? Perfume is like saying fragrance. What's the concentration that you purchased? Eau de parfum, essence, or parfum? They're quite different. To my surprise, the new format of the perfume had a much more appealing fragrance. What's the new format? What is the concentration that you got to smell that you liked more? Raw tomatoes are nasty. The taste is so bitter to me. Really, Zane? But you haven't tried certain cherry tomatoes are amazing, though. Tina says, my mom used to wear jungle gardenia. That was insane stuff. My sister and I tried to look for it, but for her later in years, we didn't know it was long discontinued. Yeah. The name alone is a program, is a show. Steph says, yes, when I got diagnosed with chronic inflammation, I gave up all nightshades and my blood work increased dramatically. Yep. Kev says, they don't want us to eat anything these days. I know, darling. I know. We just got to drink water. Even that's dangerous, and live off of fabulosity. Jen says, oh no, seriously, I always thought tomatoes were like super healthy given they contain lycopene and other super healthy ingredients. Well, it's always like you gotta give a little, you gotta take a little. Lose and give a little. You know, like Bette Midler in Beaches. You gotta give a little, take a little. And then what does she say? And for something, something, and your heart has to break a little. That's the story of... That's the glory of love. Something like that. Oh, I love that movie. The green parts of the tomato in is one of my favorite smells. Yes, and Italians put the green part of the tomato often in the tomato sauce just to give it even more flavor because the green part has all that flavor. Hi, Dondism. Oh my God, us fruits and veggies are not what they used to taste like. Oh, definitely. No, they're all transgenic nowadays. Gwendid says, tomatoes are fine, sauteed and cooked. Pasta sauce, slow like Ma from Golden Girls. Oh, Sophia Petrillo in the house. I don't know why we're talking about tomatoes, Dondism. MMM says, are you still hunting any more vintage Chanel fragrances? Oh, I'm always on the lookout. Always on the lookout. Always on the lookout. Always on the lookout. Anyway. Thank you to the mods. Bubbles, hit it. Thank the mods for this wonderful live stream, for keeping us safe. Hit it, Bubbles.
A special thanks to the mods in the fashion bunker. Thanks to Debbie, Jesus, Creation, Nicole, Kevs, and Gloria. Bubbles loves you.
There you go, Baby Yoda. You see, this is how Bubbles sings the song. Could you believe? Oh, yeah. Thumb up the... Yeah, right. Thumb up the live stream, y'all. And to celebrate the newly launched emoji, let's hear it, Bubbles. Woogo, woogo. Bravo. We'll go. Oh my God, look at those pink emojis. I am living for the color combo. Oh, mugurd. Mugurd. And, oh, I would never put a perfume in a refrigerator. Because when you take them out to use them, you shock them because it's too warm outside. And it's the shift of temperature that kills them. So what you got to do is, if you leave it in the fridge, you have to go into the fridge and put the perfume on. The perfume should not... If you put the perfume in the fridge, don't let it exit the fridge. Then it's fine. But if you take it out to use it in the warm and then you put it back into the fridge, that's the problem. Be very careful. All right, just my opinion. We'll go. Living ferret.
I'm living ferret, living ferret, living ferret, living ferret, living ferret, living ferret.
And then, of course, you know, listen, oh my God, we got two Baby Yodas. What is this? Multiple universes? This is the Baby Yoda multiverse. So, ciao.
Ciao, 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 ciao.
She's like, whoop.
Ciao, ciao.
Why are you showing your legs? What's you going? You want to pull a... Baby Yoda was trying to pull Angelina Jolie at the Oscars with her black dress. Remember? Let's okay, Baby Yoda pulling Angelina Jolie at the Oscars. Yo. Yo. Wait, and then this one like that. Okay, wait. This is Baby Yoda as Angelina Jolie at the Oscars. How long ago? It was like 15 years ago when she had that black dress. Yeah, proud daddy, totally. Cute. That was what you wanted to do. You got your Angelina Jolie moment, huh? All right. So, Diane Ferret.
Nine ferret, nine ferret, nine ferret, nine ferret, nine ferret.
Oh, Ollie, you missed Chucky? Oh, Chucky's in the fashion bunker, all right. I just don't want to scare my viewers with him, you know, because he's the life-size prop from the show, and I've had like complaints, people telling me like, "Oh my God, it's too scary. I can't watch when you bring Chucky." But well, we showed the Chucky Mad Balls ball. Okay, you know, there he is. But showing the full-blown Chucky has caused some issues in the past, so I don't want to scare people too much. But we can show him from time to time, I guess, towards the end of a show, maybe. Maybe that's something to think about. And how many likes do we have? Let me see. Oh, we didn't quite make it to unlock the next song. All right. Well, guys, thank you so much. We got 277 likes, and yeah, Chucky was so cute in matching Benetton, right? I know, but we didn't reach our 300 likes, so we can't unlock the special song. Pull Chucky out during Chanel price increase segments. I bet people would still watch. Oh my God, Kev, could you imagine? Yeah, that's like to lure them in, and then Chucky should do the whole conversation about Chanel price increases. Thank you for the live, Quinn. Was fun. Thanks, Vel. Glad you tuned in. Hope you're feeling better. And good night, everybody. Good night, fam, says Crybaby Uzagi, or good morning. Thank you, Deko, for another amazing topic. Thank you, Ellen. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. And I hope to see you all midweek, somewhere down the line, for the next live stream in this kooky, crazy Muppet Show fashion bunker. Where's Bert? Oh, he's in the back. Oh, darn. I mean, this is such a Baby Yoda family. Like, what gives? They keep multiplying like gremlins. Let me take another picture before we think about it. We'll go. Here, this one, this one's standing here. This one here. Oh my God, it's kind of hard to. There you go. We did a little photo shoot. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love you loads. I'll see you all next time somewhere in the multiverse of this, a cray-cray fashion bunker. Bye-bye, babas.